Hello there. Hello laughing face.
Hello everyone, I'm back, you're back, and of course Victoria to DoD fanfork is back. What better mod to play? Hello, thank you LeDoge for the 12 months and thank you Vape Nation for the 10 months to commence the massive subtrain, which is probably going to happen, right? Discord voice is back. Hello, Lynx Girl Pause, and everyone in the chat there. Welcome. Welcome to your customary long intro, because we have a few things to talk about before we get into the campaign as Spain in Divergences of Darkness fanfork. You can find the link to the mod under the mod !mod command as usual, and you know, I've played the mod enough. If you've been here before, you've probably seen it and you know about it. But I mean, since I'm starting a new campaign and this will go up on the VODs as well, I might as well just say that DoD fanfork is one of the two main single player branches of DoD which is currently active. The counterpart, DoD HPM, is more of the sandbox experience with less flavour and lore, which is absolutely fine, but I prefer this because DoD fanfork has so many fascinating event chains, stories, and variety. Oh my god, have we just been hit by a bot? LeDoge, I know you're not used to actually dealing with crap in the chat, but you need to get rid of this one. Get on it. Get him. Get him, LeDoge. Pull the trigger. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Keep your eyes on the prize. It's easy to get complacent as a Spud Gun Twitch moderator because nothing ever happens around here other than channel point bets and predictions. But you know, you still got to have your finger on the trigger. It's sort of like, well, this is going to be a weird comparison, but relevant to my most recent video. Nuclear warhead missile operators, right? So when I was actually getting the footage for the nuclear war that happened at the end of fucking the Samson option video, I looked up nuclear missile launches a little bit. Oh, we've got a lot of
V9
Vape Nation, thank you.
To the Toneboy
Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. The point I wanted to make about the nuclear missile operators,
Vape Nation V9 gifted a tier 1 sub to LD8921.
If you're a nuclear missile operator in the Cold War or whatever, and you have the keys to launch the missiles,
Vape Nation
right?
V9 gifted a tier 1
it's going to be a
to
pretty
Kuna
difficult
and
job.
Roku.
Now what they actually did was, in order to make sure that they would carry out the launch if they needed to, if you can hear me over
Vape Nation
Sisyphus,
V9 gifted a tier 1 sub to Dave Verder.
at least, you don't have all the keys in one place, but there was at least the final launch people, the crews
Vape
at the
Nation V9
actual
gifted a tier
silos
1 sub
underground,
to
right?
Lil_Nugget.
They would actually do regular or semi-regular nuclear war drills to the crews at the nuclear stations, the nuclear missile stations. So they would call them saying that a nuclear war is happening and mean it, you know, and make them actually go through with it and not tell them that it's a false alarm to keep them on their toes. So they would actually have to pull the key and do everything and fully carry out a missile launch. But the command that's forcing the drill on them switches off their connection, so it doesn't actually launch them. But for the people in the silo, well, not in the silos, but people in the bunkers launching the missiles, it could actually be a real one. And that's how they kept them on their toes. Because when you think about it, right, if they didn't do any drills and you just had people there, if a nuclear war actually happened, a lot of them might not even go through with it, you know? They might not be able to, but if they do those constant drills, they would actually... So that's the comparison. The point of that is, that's what my Twitch, not Discord mods are used to.
The Doge 2
my Twitch
gifted
mods,
a tier 1
that's
sub
what they're
to
like.
69 YOLO Swagmaster 420.
Thank you for gifting that sub to Swag YOLO Master 420 there.
The Doge 2 gifted a tier 1 sub to Snowlet TV.
Right, background music on. Thank you, Ladoge. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much, merci.
The Doge 2 gifted a
This
tier
guy
1
is
sub to
smacking
Diffused.
down bots, banning them, and gifting subs on the other monitor, on the other hand.
The Doge 2 gifted a tier 1 sub to Farblossband.
Great to have you, Tommy. Thank you so much. It's been... The Bionia campaign must have been the last one you saw.
The Doge 2 gifted a tier 1 sub to
And also, that little tangent I went on is also
JLYNTZINCUW.
particularly relevant because of the recent video, the Vic2 video, the Samson option CWE. That was the whole point of that video. Suatim, thank you so much for the Prime, and Storm Giant, thank you so much for the 10 months.
Reject nuclear war.
Thanks, guys.
Embrace 1800s line combat.
Ah, fucking hell. This is what happens when you don't stream for a couple of weeks and you come back, you know. Thanks so much for the subs, everyone. Like I said, it's going to be a long intro. Maybe on this one, someone can put a timestamp when I actually start the gameplay. Although, this is, you know, this is the stream. This is raw. This is what actually happened. You should watch this on the VOD as well. You should watch everything. I don't want you to skip. You know something I've noticed as well, in some of my streams, like particularly discussion streams, someone will put a timestamp for like 3 minutes in after the intro music. Someone will put a timestamp saying Spud starts speaking here. Like, what's the bloody point of that? Just listen to the intro music for 3 minutes. I do choose my intro music to be, you know, build the mood of whatever's going to be streamed or whatever. It's all part of it. It's all part of the experience. Anyway. Alright, so, well, you know, DoD fanfork. I think I was on a tangent explaining DoD fanfork briefly before the sub started pouring in, and well, DoD fanfork is, I've played several campaigns of it already. You can find the playlist for those on the Spud Gun archives if you haven't watched them, and yeah, just probably, at least right now, my current favourite Victoria 2 mod. Just overwhelming with the amount of content this has. Just absolutely perfect for playthroughs, for content, you know. There's a surprising lack of actual like YouTube content and other people streaming this, to be honest. It's just absolutely made for great playthroughs and content. Other people should get on this, it's great. But yeah, get on with it. Nah mate, we're still in for another like 20 minutes here of me explaining my new PC and what else have we got. Donations, of course, the donations for the stream. Don't get on with it. Alright, you've added another 10 minutes onto the intro. We'll just do half an hour now. Right, anyway. When do we get the Sus Emirate playthrough? I'm going to abandon Spain and play that now, actually. Yeah.
Let's show those Colombians what we're made of.
Thank you very much, Bell Wen, for the 7 months. Tier 1 sub, thank you so much. Right, okay. Stream Elements donations, that's a massive topic. So for the past few weeks, maybe even longer, or ever since I switched to Stream Elements donation tip system, originally I would use Streamlabs. I would use regular Streamlabs donations, which went through PayPal. But PayPal randomly deleted my account for no reason, as they do to many people actually. It's a widespread thing. I've seen loads of other people complaining about it in various platforms. But they did it to me, like, in late 2022 or something. I can't remember when it was, but it was ages ago.
Bogdan 522 gifted a tier 1 sub to Sir Alligator 94.
Thank you so much, Bogdan, for the gifted sub. PayPal is shit. Yeah, fuck PayPal, absolutely. I mean, loads of people can get behind that. Deleting accounts for no reason, no recourse, no explanation. Just terrible. So that happened, right? And then I moved on to Stream Elements tips. And the Stream Elements, or SE Pay system, is actually great. I mean, it's their own self-contained system, and then you transfer the money directly into your own bank account. It's like barely even going through a dodgy third party. It's all self-contained within the streaming service, right? Stream Elements. I like it a lot. But I've had problems with it. A lot of people have reported to me that they've been unable to get donations through it. It just hasn't worked. It's given them like a 404 error when they've gone to the donation link, which I'll just put in the chat now. So while I've been on this holiday break and not streamed for a while, I've looked into it. I contacted Stream Elements Help, and well, they've responded and they were receptive, but I don't think we have a full solution yet. We're going to test it, but they've tried to help. What was it they first came out with? Well, the main thing they've done is they've questioned if the people trying to donate have dodgy cards that have been rejected and stuff like that. So they actually asked me to provide the last 4 digits of someone's card who attempted to donate. And I put that out there, and someone did. So I gave that to Stream Elements, and they came back saying that the problem appears to be that I wasn't streaming at the time of the attempt at a donation, which is obviously not right, because I was streaming. So there was some kind of problem between the connection between maybe my Stream Elements account and my Twitch. It's not dodgy bank cards, that's not the issue here at all, as you know, in reality. What I think the problem was is just some kind of problem with the connection between the accounts to show that I'm streaming for the donation to work.
Back from long holiday, watched a ton of old videos. Gotta say the Korean War's hidden gem of a mini-series.
Me too, Swakul, I'm back now as well. Thank you so much for the 50 months of Prime, and thanks for watching the videos, and yeah, the Korean Wars. I remember that one, that was just great. I made that one while the Scandinavia series was ongoing. It was a lot of fun. The format of it was great. It was just a sort of little 4 or 5 part self-contained basic plot line about a series of wars that happened one after the other. Yeah, go back and check that one out. It's a great one. But anyway, so what I'd like people to do now, you know, if you're willing, if you're generous, is to try using the donation link now, just to test it and see if it works now. Particularly if the person who did provide the last 4 numbers of on their card could attempt it. I'm not obviously going to say who that was. Then we can maybe look into it. If it doesn't work, I will continue contacting Stream Elements Help to follow up on that. But yeah, just attempt it. See how it goes. The weird thing about it is that some people have gotten it to work and some people can't. So it's a very weird problem. Very difficult to track down the problem. Campaign is about to start. We're just going through the long intro of discussion and recap and coming back from holidays and stuff. But we'll get into the actual gameplay soon. Don't worry. If you're watching in the VOD, you can probably look at a timestamp, but this is all important shit, you know? So, yeah, the CW video was also good, but it was expected to be age restricted. I mean, yeah, I've already mentioned it in the context of nuclear war, but yeah, my last video, the CWE one, that was a lot of fun to edit. It was great, had a lot of fun making it, and it was just, obviously, the time period being closer to the modern day, the edgier jokes and stuff in it, the humour, and the links to some very sensitive modern topics led to it ultimately being age restricted and limited monetization 15 hours after it was publicised. Before that, not an issue, but only 15 hours after. Then it got hit. So it managed to accrue a decent amount of views and momentum on the algorithm before it happened, so it's got about 24,000 views now. It's pretty solid. It's good enough for a non-Bavaria upload, and yes, mark my words, the Bavaria series is next. Modern politics doesn't seem to like it, just like the Discord server 2 times. Well, did you get banned from the Discord for politics? Well, on the Discord we have a containment channel where all political debate goes, and if you mention political topics out of it, we do come down hard on it. Muted? Alright. Well, then you've learned your lesson. Hey Helmet, welcome. So that covers the donations issue, and I mean, is anyone attempting to donate? If you do attempt to make a Stream Elements donation with this link, please let me know if it failed and tell me about what the error was if it did fail. And obviously, if someone does succeed in making a donation, we'll know about it, and then it worked, and then we'll all be happy. And I'll be able to, you know, pay back the massive tax bill, which is due at the end of January. So yeah, there's a lot of layers to that CWE video as well, you know, so many little bits of context. Was he justified in nuking at the end? Was he not? Was our Diplo bad? Should we have gone for a lower peace deal? You know, the Israel player rejected our initial offer of just 2 little regions, remember? And then we just kept pushing for more after that. People also talked about our alliance. I mean, declaring on a nuclear power, you got what was coming to you. But remember, the player initially wanted to nuke us, but he didn't because he didn't have the money. And then, if you actually watch the video, in the last scene, just before he launches the nukes, he requested a grant. And the USA gave him the money behind the scenes. So the USA paid for the nuking that happened in the Israel video. I'm worried that just talking about it and mentioning the countries involved is going to fucking hit this stream's VOD in terms of monetization. Meaning that this series might get off to a bad start on the algorithms on the second channel now. But whatever. I just want to talk about my videos and stuff openly. Funniest bit of that video is how liberating Jordan wasn't even the goal. People just went straight for it. That
Skill issue.
Oh, what's this? Suatim. We got one through. Thank you so much for the £2 tip. It worked. Someone got it. Thanks so much for the £2. That's a very good sign so far. I just remember that throughout all these problems, some people got it to work and some people didn't. So we need a larger sample size of people attempting. But we'll see that across the stream, maybe. So that's the CWE video. Just an interesting way to kick off the new year, isn't it? You know, a completely different video. Still Victoria 2 multiplayer, but just something very unique, very different. And I also think the thumbnail is good, if I do say so myself, right? I spent a good amount of time thinking about the thumbnail and placing different things in different positions to see what worked, and deciding to use a nuclear explosion as the background instead of the map of Vic 2 like I normally do as well. Put a lot of thought into that thumbnail. Boris Yeltsin holding liquor RGOs. Yeah. Anyway, so what's the next topic? Well, the next topic is what's next. So obviously Bavaria series is next. Don't expect it this Friday, tomorrow. Maybe next Friday, but you know. Do you always make your own thumbnail? Yeah, every time. Did you mention the PC progress yet? Not yet, not yet. It's very brief. I haven't actually started making it yet, but I'll talk you through what's happening. Thank you very much, Caboose and Joya, for the 3 months of Prime. I mean, the fact of the matter is that I've been away for a bit of time over the holiday period, over Christmas and stuff. I released a Bavaria episode just before I went away. I released the CWA video midway through my break, like last week. I need to get on with Bavaria Part 17. I don't have much progress on the video yet. It's just in its early phases, although I have the idea of what it's going to be. I've edited down a lot of the footage. So maybe next Friday, if I work really hard and it doesn't end up being a long video. I don't know how long it'll be. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into that. Do you make the thumbnails yourself? Yeah, every time Sisyphus donation music starts playing. Listen, mate, making the thumbnails is one of the creative, very fun aspects of making the videos, which I love doing. Sometimes when I'm approaching the end of making a video, I'm actually panicking because I don't have a good idea for the thumbnail yet, but I always pull through and come out with something decent. With some videos, I have a really solid idea of the thumbnail long in advance. For example, part 4 of the Bavaria series, Breaking Bad, and I had that planned out since I fucking played that session, basically. Like a year and a half of that thumbnail being in my head exactly as it was. And then the Joker Burgundy in like Bavaria Part 12 or whichever one that was, you know. But, alright. PC. I haven't started making the PC yet. I have all the parts. Arcadian Psycho, yeah, I had that. Yeah, I had that one just, you know, vividly in my mind before I even got to it in the series. So I have all the parts. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into building. I'm probably going to make a start tomorrow, actually. Basically. I will maybe take some pictures and post them on Discord and Twitter. Maybe a community post. Spud, is it right to ask in what kind of work line you do in IRL? Just curious. Well, you can ask questions about my personal life, but I tend not to answer them. But this is my job anyway, so I don't have another job outside this is the answer. You know, this is it. YouTube, Twitch, and Patreon support is enough to have a very comfortable, decent living. So I don't need to have another job. This is my job. That's it. And I can also afford such great things as a new PC, right? But and of course I greatly appreciate all the generosity from, you know, supporters of the channel and stuff that allow me to do this and to make the PC and stuff. How did the whole PC cost? I don't know if I have the actual figure at hand. It's like, I don't know. Will you ever reveal more about your life? Is that a hard line? It's a hard line. I don't reveal very much. I don't want to. How much of your income do you spend on alcohol every month? A very small amount. Thank you so much, Real Bionia fan. Welcome back. Oh boy, you were a great chatter in the Bionia campaign, obviously. So yeah, thank you for the 10 months. Yeah, I don't talk about my personal life very much at all. Piechucker's here. Piechucker's here on this one. I'm currently watching from the middle of a forest. Alright then. Well, what more can we say to that? What's your view on Miyazaki's games such as Dark Souls? I've never played them. The Dark Souls genre, Elden Ring and stuff just hasn't been my cup of tea and I haven't played them, you know? I don't have anything to say about it.
Skill issue.
That's not what I said, Quartor That is absolutely not what I said, Quartor Savitsky. There's lots of very good reasons not to reveal anything about my personal life. Piechucker and I have talked about this, actually. DLW got a tip through, it's working. It's very good signs so far that the tips are working. Thank you so much for the £5. Let's see if... I mean, genuinely, we do need a bigger sample size to know if it's 100% surely working. And we also do need people for whom it previously didn't work to have it work to know that it's solved. I genuinely do need to find those things out. I'm not just asking people to donate for fucking technical purposes just to give me money. But whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, funnily enough, it's called Colonial Knob. That's the name of the hill. You want to go on a little tangent? You want to go on a little adventure, everyone? Do you want to see if we can go and find Colonial Knob? Right, this doesn't show my location. Nope, doesn't show my location. No. Okay, we can show this. Colonial Knob. I mean, I'm sorry, we've just doxed Pie Chucker, I guess. This is where he is. Look, it's real. He's just gone for a hike up Colonial Knob. I bet that is what goes through a lot of native people's minds. Oh my god, look at those fucking Colonial Knobs again. That's what they think.
Skill issue.
Will it work?
Holy shit! We got another one through! Ledoge got it! Thank you so much, Ledoge. Did it not work for you previously, Ledoge? Oh, that's a very good sign. We're back in the money, we're back in business, everyone. I can make this my job again. Donations are coming through, holy shit. Thank you so much, Ledoge. Right, okay. I have been it genuinely has been nearly half an hour. The aim here is to play as Spain and reconquer the Americas. That's like the fundamental thing. And if you remember, I've had 2 previous attempts at doing that sort of campaign, but they were in TGC. First of all, I just did a normal TGC run as Carlist Spain. And then second of all, I did this surprising Halloween thing where I played in the Apocalypse submod. That also went badly for technical reasons. In the first one, I just lost straight up. Like, the country was terrible, the development was bad, literacy. The viceroyalty that I created out of Mexico was kind of glitched. It couldn't make any troops, so that was a big problem. Overall, it didn't go too well, that one. So now we're gonna take a crack at it in DoD fanfork. It's gonna be very different. The Americas is obviously different. Gran Colombia, or the Colombian Alliance, we do start with a significant holding in North America off the bat here in this mod. So that's very interesting. We also start with a big puppet viceroyalty, which does make troops, you'll be pleased to know. We start as number 5 great power. We start with, actually, whoa, we start with a decent industry. That's different from normal Spain, that's for sure. 20.7% literacy, we'll need to get that up. I don't think we're going to experience any miracles about our economy to start with. Start with some admin efficiency, 23 mobilization, conservatives in power. Put a rally point out here and start trying to construct a couple of pieces of artillery, maybe. Don't go overboard or anything. Oh, I can make troops in America as well. Sort that separately. I don't know, just start building accepted pop European units for now. Is this your new PC? No. Did I go over exactly... Well, there's not much to say about the new PC. Actually, there is a specific thing I didn't mention about the new PC, which is that at the same time as I make my new PC, I'm going to go into my old PC, the one I'm currently on, and repaste it, clean off the old thermal paste and apply new thermal paste, the same thermal paste that I'm using in the new one. So I'm going to do that both at the same time.
Good grief. The Mad Proof to Spud, have a great stream, guys.
I can see Colonial Knob. I got to see Colonial Knob. Thank you for the 200 bit. Pie Chucker just... You know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. Pie Chucker just DM'd me his Colonial Knob. Not safe for viewing on stream, everyone. It's just actually a creepy looking forest there. But what time is it in New Zealand? You can show on stream if you like. Nah, it would be complicated to download the photo and yeah, but it's a forest. Don't say it's creepy, you'll spook me. It's fine. It's fine. 7 AM. Ah, cool. So, what will old PC be used for after new PC is built? Well, I'm still going to use it. It's still going to be there. This isn't a complete replacement. You know, we'll see. But, you know, for example, I could have one PC doing some rendering while I do other stuff in the other one. Or I might just generally not use it to conserve power. I mean, why use two PCs at the same time? I don't know. It's it'll still be there though. I'm not writing off the old PC. I also genuinely think that this old PC I'm currently on, it really needs a repasting. I've been having real bad CPU, like, you know, lag. Really bad CPU performance lately for the past few weeks and months. So it really needs a repaste, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. I've ordered alcohol wipes, specific repasting wipes, which will arrive tomorrow. So that's like the final tiny little thing, and then I'll really get on with it. Did he say where he works? I zoned out. Well, that question earlier, this is my job. I work here. You're in my work. If you log into my stream, you're like walking into Spudgun's work. Piechucker's out in the forest harvesting bits to send to me live on stream. Anyway, why don't you just use the old PC as storage for files, videos? Well, I don't see the point of using a whole PC as storage when it works on the basis of hard drives. I could easily just have, I mean, I've got 2 full hard drives on this PC right now, which are just used for footage storage and stuff. I can take them out of this PC, put them in a new one, or leave them here, transfer into it. You know, I'll think about moving them around. How can this be work if it's so fun, Spud? Well, that's the thing. That's what they say. If you get a job that you love, it won't feel like work. You know, you won't work a day of your life. Whatever. Also, me and Piechucker have a discussion stream that we're going to do next week probably, because there's a lot to talk about. Fucking Gilded Destiny has news. Age of History 3 has massive updates that have come out of nowhere. Loads of videos he posted. 4070 is going to speed up editing quite a bit. It's a good card. It is a good card. The CPU has been the bottleneck for me though, and as a matter of fact, I've turned off hardware acceleration on Sony Vegas because it actually crashes Sony Vegas a lot. So the graphics card doesn't even get used for my editing software at the moment anyway. I know it would be a good idea to have hardware acceleration, or in other words, allowing your GPU to do some of the editing and rendering work, but it just crashed. I got so many crashes in Sony Vegas. And I searched and found the problem was hardware acceleration. I turned it off, and Sony Vegas doesn't crash as much anymore. Barely ever crashes. I found that it's not amazingly optimized for a lot of software. The 4070? Well, I don't know. I'm looking at my 4070 now. It's over there on that box. I showed a screenshot of that on Twitter or Discord. I posted the box of the graphics card. But I got a Noctua Shadow CPU fan. I was debating whether to go for air cooling for my CPU cooler or liquid cooling, but I just saw when I looked at a list of pros and cons, the downsides of liquid cooling really fucking turned me off. Just seeing things like if it spills or if there's a leakage, it can fucking destroy your whole PC. Nah. Does the UK let you deduct the PC from your taxable income? Good question, Helmet. The answer is yes. That's why I've splashed out on a very good PC. The best CPU cooler is an air cooler. Fans are so cheap too. Yeah, even this fucking thermal paste wipe that I've ordered, it's just another little business expense. I got the name of the brand. Noctua? Well, that's what I got anyway. Maybe they're not technically the best, I don't know. The only part of building a PC that doesn't feel like you're getting taken for all you're worth. What, the CPU cooler? Oh, good. Also, the other thing about liquid cooling was that it has to be serviced and replaced a lot more frequently. Whereas the most you're going to have to do with an air cooler is repasting every few years, maybe. Which is something that I should have done with this current PC, which I have not done, which could be causing the current issues. Which is kind of worrying. But I'm also hopeful that repasting this PC will give it a new lease of life. I'm looking forward to that, if it possibly happens. And occasionally going at it with a can of air. Yes, I do that fairly regularly. In the US, you'd be able to deduct some of your electricity in the portion. Well, I don't want to get into specifics of my tax details, but yes, that's also taken into consideration. I have the equivalent of a Honda Civic with a Ferrari badge because I have a 3070 and the rest is ancient. Well, you could get a decent CPU upgrade. Doesn't have to be the latest gen. Could be like even a couple of, even maybe the generation that went along with the 3070 at the same time. To just make it so there's no bottleneck would be great for you. But we'll see what you can find in the woods. Maybe you'll find an old CPU that someone's discarded. Oh boy, it's been 38 minutes. I should have just done a fucking chatting stream, eh? On YouTube or something, but, you know, at the same time, I love this. I love talking, even just over a Victoria 2 map that's doing nothing. I've even got PieChucker here this time, mate. It's a fucking discussion stream. Chatting. So far, I've only seen a possum. Air cooling seems more robust, especially if you move around a bit. All that liquid would be a pain. Yeah. And a bracken. Well, PieChucker, you said you didn't want to be scared, but you just probably scared yourself by mentioning a bracken. Did it make the sound of my voice? Did I call out to you in the forest? Get warring. I don't know. Maybe. What if I'm going to get piecing? Eh? Right, anyway. I did start making some opening moves, though. The first... Ooh! Avant-garde Intelligentsia. -5, -5, -5, plus 30, -5. Well... that is an insane culture tech boost. But... idealism doesn't unlock till 1840, neither does ideological thought. So despite the situation here, medicine first still speaks to me. I could obviously go positivism first to get education off the bat, but medicine... no, I'm gonna play it very education oriented. I'm gonna get at positivism first. Which, according to this, will be done... even with a plus 30% boost, this takes 3 fucking years. It'll be done in February 1839. So... this Conservative Party, Junta de Toledo. Oh, Junta de Toledo. Okay, so that's the kind of government I have in power then, is it? Oh, I've got a junta, military junta. Military juntas are so common in the Spanish-speaking world that we actually just use that word. We don't call it a fucking... I don't know. We actually just use the word to describe that specifically Spanish language type of government of a fucking junta. I mean, we've taken the word in English. Military dictatorship. Well, junta does roll off the tongue better than that. Did you piece out GC or does it work differently? Good question. It's not at war from the day one in this mod. There will be event chains, there will be stuff. In French, it's jante. Cromwell ran a junta. No, I think you'll find he ran a commonwealth. It was called the Commonwealth. So, Goa over here, we got a couple of ports in India. And we got an Indian Sphereling. Indian expansion is also very much something to do here. I can transport these troops away from Burma. We don't have the Philippines here, but we do have a couple of holdings in the east, which we might be expanding from. Oh, we got a bit of Japan as well to think about. I don't know what will happen there. I don't know. I mean, I'll be focusing on the Americas, so it's going to be difficult to find time and resources for Far East expansion, even though we're here in many places. We have Macau as well, of course. So I'm not sure what to do about that. A couple of things in Cuba and a navy. I don't think we will be sustaining this entire navy. Navies are mainly just for fighting other European powers. We'll see how my economy goes, and we'll see how that goes, and then I'll decide if I want to keep this navy or not. I probably won't. Maybe keep a little fleet, just to take care of any American countries. Hey Dempsey. Spanish, Japanese seems cursed. It's Portuguese, really. And we've just inherited Portugal in this timeline instead of Aragon, Catalonia. Yes, Woven, we are back. So, how about another 20 minutes of chatting? No, we're going to play. Am I ready to unpause though? That's the question. I have the ability to make factories on this party, so Leon Castilla has a bronze factory. I don't think that's good. Which region is that? Well, it's got lead and copper, so it is designed for it, but it's also got coal. Tell you what, a bronze artillery factory would work well there. Build that. Granada is a steel producing state, like steel there. Granada steel. It's also got canned food already. Cartagena, do I have anything there? No, and it's got steel, so that will be, I mean, it's got iron, so it will be a steel. We also have a fucking machine parts factory. This country starts off pretty well developed. But, it's also got good RGOs, obviously. Got a lot of coal, iron. Do I have sulfur anywhere, though? Sulfur, sulfur, sulfur. Do I have sulfur? Yes, I even have a sulfur province. Sevilla. Who would have thought that Sevilla produced sulfur? That's good. No complaints from me there about the RGOs in Spain. Excellent stuff. Speaking of which, Andalusia can be... They already are a gunpowder and explosives producer. They'll also get an ammunition factory to go along with that. Burgos. That is a prime canned food state. Extremadura. That will be canned food, fruit. Vasconia Navarre. That's a very small bit now. It's got fruit. So I'm going to make a winery. There. Some commercial goods as well, obviously. Galicia has fucking silk and dye. What? The RGOs in here are out of this world. Mate, that is going to be a clothing producing place. What was that? Silk and dye. We'll maybe import the cotton. Galicia already has a regular clothes factory. Yeah, this is a great setup. Very happy with that. Alfonso says, Alfonso misspells sulfur with the Spanish N with the line on top of it. Sunifer in Sevilla is weird. Well, there's got to be some kind of reason for it. There's got to be a mine in there somewhere that they're basing it on. Silk as well means you can have luxury clothes here, which is good for hussars. Fuck it. I'll build it. We're industrializing. It's premature to industrialize, but I don't know what's going to happen politically. So while I actually have a party with state capitalism off the bat, I'm going to use that. And I also have my starting money. Spain seems pretty strong for MP. This is not an MP mod. This is very different. So the MP versions have the regular DoD where you start at war with Gran Colombia and stuff. This is a very different mod. This one also has a very different industry because it has a bit of PDM based stuff. So without further ado, I mean, we've had 46 minutes and 17 seconds of ado so far. How about no further of it, and we can actually unpause the game on speed 2. How about that? Oh, we have to deal with the revolution of 1808 and its consequences. Fucking and its consequences. Someone in the chat was just mentioning Uncle Ted there. Nya is right next to the L in Spanish. Oh, where the colon would be. For me, if I want to type that, I would put on the num lock and do Alt 164. Look, I'll just type it. I can use some codes to make some accents. Some of them are memorized. 130 for the E accent, acute accent thing for French. Anyway, so the thing is, in the Conquest of Americas, I was considering whether or not to actually get the flowchart of this country from the DoD fanfuck Discord and work through it, or go in blind. But I'm actually just gonna go in pretty blind. On the fucking DoD fanfuck Discord, I did mention using the flowchart, and a couple of users there give me some pointers about Spain, and it sounds very interesting. It sounds like there's a lot of different things to do. Can't you just put a tilde on top of the N? Well, it doesn't work like that. You're fucking Portuguese anyway. You don't do this bullshit. You just type NH. Which, by the way, if you go back in history, right, the reason that that Spanish character exists is just because it used to be NH originally, just like Portuguese, but I don't know, some monks or something to try and make things shorter and to use yet less letters, just put something on top of the N to replace the H after it, and then you got that. Now I descend. I have summited Colonial Knob, much like great news editor Sir Edmund Hillary, and now I'm descending, listening to stream. Are you listening to my stream, or are you listening to the beautiful sounds of the nearby stream in nature? You know, the funny thing about Spanish, Quattro Zabisky, is that do any words in Spanish actually start with that? It's not a starting morpheme in the Spanish language, you know? There aren't really any words that start with the N accent thing above it. It's not really a possible natural thing in the Spanish language. I didn't even know that, and I'm Spanish. Well, I'm here for everyone's education. I'm here to educate people about their own countries as well, you know. Ñoñería? Well, what does that mean? Is that slang? Fucking that football player, Darwin Núñez, right? He's got that. I'm a Colonial Knob on Colonial Knob, and I brought my air rifle and I'm shooting anything that moves. Careful, mate. If you hear someone's voice, it's definitely not a skinwalker or a bracken. So, anyway, I want to start reading this event, but I also am waiting for replies about fucking the Spanish language that we were talking about. Should have brought your spud gun. Well, I'm too far away, he can't bring me. Although, who knows, maybe one day I'll go on Colonial Knob as well, if I visit New Zealand. Beware of the giants patrolling the forest. Anyway. For centuries, Spain built an empire on the exorbitant wealth it extracted from its colonies. This massive undertaking, however, had its costs. Beyond the tremendous economic and societal transformations, Spain developed a culture of conservative aristocracy backstopped by colonial wealth. In 1808, the liberal King José II usurped the Spanish throne and attempted to introduce long overdue liberal reforms at home, as well as increasing colonial trade and the power of New World elites. The dual monarchy could not accept this and backed the absolutist pretender Pedro III against José. After winning the brutal Peninsular War in 1815, holy shit, the DoD lore, the original copy pasta, it's real. Napoleon dropping a mountain or something. It happened. It's also very Napoleonic. Peninsular War in 1815. Pedro reasserted liberalism and issued his own... So, Spain and its liberal government beat the fucking dual monarchy trying to Snorbler Mountain. My Discord general chat is leaking onto the stream. So, yeah, the liberal beat the aristocratic monarchy backed by the dual monarchy. apparently. So he reasserted liberalism, checkmate liberals, checkmate by the liberals against the conservatives, and he issued his own Petrine reforms. They sharply curtailed colonial trade and reinforced the power of European-born elites, triggering the formation of the Colombian alliance against us. Shown in figure A. We need to take them down. Fuck the Colombian alliance. The last few decades have not been kind to Spain, and if the increasing furor of the Spanish liberals is anything to gauge things by the next... So, Cuba, the Pearl of the West Indies, is going to be triggered. It's a Portuguese monarch in Spain. Is it? That makes sense if it's like Spanish. If it's the Portuguese that inherited the Spanish throne and things like that. I'm not sure exactly. Actually, this fucking message here is in Portuguese. Viva o rei Alfonso XV de Lorena Avis, Viva España. And that is my point. That is exactly the linguistic point I was talking about. That's España written in Portuguese. See how they use NH instead of N in the accent? That's how you can tell it's Portuguese. So the people become 20% more liberal on the basis of this. Wow, is it? I don't know. We need to... Obviously my goal is to take over the Americas as much as possible, get accepted pops in the Americas, do all this. It's the latest release with the new Plantagenet and Inca content. Yes, this is the latest version of DoD Fanfork. Their most recent big release was on New Year, where they introduced some Plantagenet reworks and stuff. Yep, correct. A lot of that Plantagenet stuff I think is based on my campaign of them and things I learned and things I pointed out, bugs. So I'm very happy that that has happened. I don't really want to go back and play it though, because I don't want to repeat a campaign. So I'm not really going to be able to figure out what they fixed and changed. But maybe in a long time I will. Anyway. So we're going to do that. And now we have to do Cuba, the Pearl of the West Indies. So... The Captaincy General of Cuba was Spain's most prosperous colony in the West Indies due to its lucrative cash crop exports which soared during the height of the slave trade. Now we're going to be hitting the big issues again. Limited monetization's on the way. But we've already covered that by talking about the CWE video in the intro. With the abrupt end of the slave trade and the reformist current in the mainland which led to the Peninsular War, however, had put pressure on her colonies, leading to the Colombian War of Independence. Due to Cuba's strategic location as a supply base for Spanish forces in America, and its lack of autonomy compared to other holdings in the New World, any local resistance on the island was dealt with swiftly. The only threat came in 1832 during the failed Cubanacan uprising led by the reckless Ernesto Castro during the final years of the Colombian War until the armistice of 1834. We have dealt with Castro's goons, and the vast cane fields teemed with slaves whose souls are bound to the land. The mighty Isle of the Caribbean Islands, the Caribbean stands still for now. I don't know, Opera Senadladade. Yes, Tol, yeah, we'll see. We will interact with the Incas down there. Yeah, we'll be paying attention to the Bjornian football match against the Incas here, yeah. So, oh boy. That's Cuba. We can actually start playing now. We've dealt with the intro. Oh, no we can't. Never mind, we made it to the 4th of January, here we go. Yes, there is a Castro. This was actually mentioned very recently in the DoD Fanfork Discord, stuff to do with Castro. And I do believe that this stuff is actually in the most recent version, which I just downloaded. Some new Cuba. And you can ultimately probably play as Cuba, and if you were to play as the Colombian Alliance, you can maybe do something there. But we obviously don't want that. So, the idea of Spain as a fractured nation is not new. It was felt in the 17th century when Miguel Cervantes published the ingenious Gentleman Don Quixote de los Algarve. This is Spanish people. This mod has Portugal completely taken over your culture, mate. This is Don Quixote, not Don Quixote. This is fucking Portuguese Don Quixote. What the fuck is going on? You can see how Portuguese culture actually extends way out now. And we've got Castilian down here. So Portuguese goes all the way out here. And Don Quixote was from fucking Andalusia, or... Yes, Pedro. Ah, that's where it comes from. Well, he's from the Algarve. Where's the Algarve? Anyway. The famous story of a mad aristocrat returning to chivalry in a modern world. This well encapsulates the divide of our nation between liberal and conservative, maritime and terrestrial, modernity and tradition. Spain and Castile. The eastern region of Castile has long chafed under the western centralization which came with the ascent of Lorena Avi's dynasty. Pedro III moved the capital to Madrid to reconnect with the neglected region, much to the anger of the West. Yet even this may not have been enough. The liberals demand a return to Lisbon, and the reactionaries denounce this idea with equal fire and fury. Romantic poets have begun to speak of Castile as something unique and rooted in ancient ways. If Spain is ever to see true reform and take root, the Castilian question... Okay, let me think about this. So we're divided between liberal and reactionary. The liberals are kind of like... The liberals want to abolish slavery, which we have. And that obviously pisses off... No, we haven't. I don't know. That would piss off the local authorities, the local leaders of the Spanish colonies who own slaves and stuff. I don't know how that related in real history to the wars. I don't think that was a factor. I don't think Spain tried to abolish it. But I know that there were disputes where the Spanish crown wanted to prevent some extent of the mistreatment of natives down in the Peru region, which pissed off the local, fucking, I don't know, colonial governors and stuff who want to maintain the most oppressive forms. But I don't know. So, the liberals want to move the capital to Lisbon. The liberals are the Portuguese. And are the reactionaries in power right now or not? I thought there was a big liberal revolution that was victorious. But we do have obviously a conservative party. We don't have the liberals in power right now. We have a government in Madrid under reactionary, right? But I don't know which way to go in terms of liberalism or reactionaryism. I don't know how that interferes with the Americas. I think the best way to make sure I have the most... I don't know. Maybe if we liberalize and accept all the people in the Americas, that'll be the best way to get them. Maybe that'll be made more clear as we actually get past the 4th of January 1 hour into the stream. How about that? Okay, Macau is a treaty port. Right. Obviously, you can see the economy's not doing well, but I don't need to be funding the army or the navy, so... Oh, and what are my relations down here? The Sultanate of Fez gets in the sphere. What made this war worth fighting now? What war? I don't know. I'll probably get events to take down the Sus Amirate. Probably get events to deal with them. The armies I have on the continent are very small at the moment. I'm taking a navy in India round. I'm probably just going to take them to America. I'm organising my stacks in the Americas. I'm taking the Cuban forces onto the mainland. Doing all that. The economy is better now without funding the navy. I'm going to split, apart from the transports, I'm going to split this navy straight up in half, deleting one of it. Keeping the transport fleet separate, maybe building a few more transports. I will need to take troops from Europe to America, maybe even take mobilized troops. Oh right, I guess the YouTube post does say that. I forgot to sort of take into account that people would assume that it's the normal DoD Gran Colombian Independence War. Oh well. But the fact is, this is DoD Fanfolk and it's different. And I'm able to build artillery as well. Okay. We will recover Atlantia. Oh, it's my puppet. Oh, shit. I'm not paying attention. Atlantia was once only a borderland between the Anglois and Burgundian colonies in America. But it all changed when gold was found in the mountains. Atlantia soon became the most prized land in the continent and was taken and lost during several wars, while the influx of gold mined by immigrants from all over Europe upsetted the global economy. Thus in 1771 was established the Golden Board, a tripartite commission headed by a Spanish representative to ensure neutrality. Okay. The fate of Atlantia was negotiated 50 years later, but thanks to the instability of the new nation of Lotharingia and the troubles in the still Anglo colony of Equinoxia, Spain was able to renew the mandate for 20 years. Lotharians and Amazonians have however demanded access to the board, a claim refuted by both their former overlords, and now both have claimed Atlantia as part of their nations. On the other hand, Atlanteans clamour for independence from Europe, and as gold mines deplete, the Spanish become more amenable to these demands. I see. Okay, I get the situation in Atlantia. I don't think it's worth fighting a war against Lotharingia or Amazonia over that. It would be nice to see them as some kind of independent country, or ally, maybe. The Nova Reconquista. Oh well, there it is. There it is. Oh, please don't tell me I have to fucking deal with the dual monarchy. Oh god. No, the dual monarchy is my ally. Oh, wait. Oh, guys, listen. All right. No, right. Don't comment in the VOD. I got mixed up between the Spanish kings. It was the reactionary king, with the help of the dual monarchy, that won. Okay. It was the reactionaries that got back in power, with the help of the dual monarchy. Okay, I got mixed up. I'm sorry. Lo siento, amigos. Lo siento. We actually are the reactionary ones, with the capital in Madrid, yes, and the Conservative Party. And to be honest, maybe I'll just stay that way. I might just try and stay reactionary. Might be the best thing to do. The radical José usurped the Spanish throne in 1808 and sought to inject mad liberalism into the Spanish colonial system. King Pedro III fought back with the dual monarchy's help in the Peninsular War prevailing in 1815, yes. Pedro then restored absolutism in Spain, promulgating the Petrine reforms to consolidate the colonial administration. For some reason, this did not satisfy the insolent criollos, who declared a revolutionary Mexican republic in 1817. What bastards. While we crushed it, we were not thorough enough. Now Spanish Arcadia has taken up arms against the crown under the banner of the Colombian alliance. Only New Granada and Cuba remain secure. Currently we are observing an armed truce with the alliance. Some believe that we should finish the fight and annihilate the rebels, while more cautious ministers argue that it would be more sensible to consolidate our position in New Granada. Oh shit. To resume the war would be to bet the fate of Spain upon victory. Colombian alliance removes neutrality. I wasn't allowed to declare on them at that time. The DM restoring the reactionaries is a reference to the 100,000 sons of Saint Louis who restored the Spanish king after it was overthrown in the 1820s. Okay. So if I go for God, por Dio, por Rey, por País, what's country in Spanish? Yeah, it's País, yeah. Destroy Colombia. Spain will end its alliance with the dual monarchy or lose my relations. So the dual monarchy doesn't want me to do it. They're not very happy. We must end the carnage and preserve what we have left. Well look, the name of this campaign is to reconquer the Americas. We have to go in. I will go in. But it's not going to be easy, is it? I don't have that many troops here. I need to take these American transports and try and bring more men over. I need to fund the army and fund a little bit of the navy. And I'll even bring these 2 brigades over to these guys here and get mill access. But yeah, of course we're doing it. Right. This is where it really begins. We're going to be fighting our first war against the Gran Colombian alliance. This is where we need the hype in the chat. This is where the campaign, you know, really gets underway. The war's starting. No football tag? Nah, I abandoned the football tag a little while ago. That's kind of run its course. So here we go, everyone. Vamos. Vamos. We are going to war with Gran Colombia. Let's fucking go. Yes, Woven. Here we fucking go. Declaring war. As we feared, this is from their point of view, the appetite of the Spanish beast for blood and slaughter knows no limits. Spain has ended the armistice by formally announcing their intent to resume their efforts to destroy us. As our brave and noble soldiers march forth into battle, they do not go alone. They go with the spirits and the hearts of every man. Ah, cringe, fuck off. You're gonna die. We need to... should have... Oh, wait, this blue bordered. The Darien Gap. You can't cross it. Wait, if I recruit a general called Bald and Bankrupt, will I be able to cross the Darien Gap? Someone tell me quick. Will I be able to do it? I don't know if this is an advantage or a disadvantage, because if this was not a blue border... Wait, you can move there. Oh, we can take the cartel crossing. There's a crossing here. From Andagoya City to Cartagena. De Indias. Which means this 6k is fucked. What are my generals looking like? I've got 3 generals and they're all shite. They're all shite. They're absolutely terrible. The best I've got is a 1-1. Hopefully, with a few more leadership points, I'll recruit a new general. Right. However, of course, I can just block this straight, can't I? And I tell you what, I can block this straight and then bait them in. Look, they're trying to move. They're trying to move, but I can surely block this. Yes. Alright, that's interesting strategically. I'm going to get up a blockade of them. Anyway. A full blockade. My Viceroyalty will join the war. And I will command their units. I don't want the AI running about like retards. How many tries will it take for Spud to win this war? 1, clearly. We'll just take 1. And it'll be a good one. So the strategy here would be to eliminate the Andagoya City stack first, obviously. I'll try doing that. Can I get an alliance back? It would be good to have an alliance. Sorry, can I get my relations back up with the DM? Sorry about that. Burgundy. Of course, I don't take attrition around here because I have loads of ports. So I can get a good blockade of them. He needs to call Quito into the... Hey! That's an epic fail. I literally just called them in. Don't do this to me, chat. What I need to do is command their units. I'll click that at the next diplomat. Yeah, I don't have any transports here currently, so I can't really do anything. Well, actually, you know... Right, the obvious move, right? Bait them into the attack. So I'll split that in half. Take this half back. And then remove my blockade. Look, those Colombians, they're full of the spirit of independence, and they hate the Spanish. They're going to launch clumsily into an over-aggressive attack here, obviously. That's what they would do. It's not an AI exploit. This is literally what the Colombians would do. Bohemia, okay. I don't think Bohemia is a relevant ally, to be honest, but I'll take it for now. I'm not going to be a land power. I'm going to be an overseas power. Oh, they have a navy. This admiral's actually okay. He doesn't have an attack or defense, but he's okay. You forgot to set a fleet on naval invasion support, didn't you? This diplo play isn't off to a good start. Listen, mate, we've made it an hour and 11 minutes without mentioning Victoria 3. But there it is. Right, here we go. The bait is somehow magically working, and they will arrive on the 28th. Let's see how that goes. Tell you what though, I am not looking forward to sieging down this fucking country. I'm not looking forward to that whole process. Right, this stack comes across. 28th of February they arrive, so on the 27th I will start reinforcing. Oh fuck, I got a battle notification. I might have missed my opportunity. No, I didn't. We're going in. It's just a -2 and they have a 2 attack, so it's kind of nullified. Yeah, Wolven, just don't mention that. But now you can mention it, I just won't talk about it in very much detail. Okay, right. And also, don't forget, I must put my blockade back out. Did I win that battle? Yeah, that's what I lost track of. Wait, Colombia is taking 8 transports. And they're moving across the Atlantic. They're trying to fucking invade me. It's the typical AI move. They're going for it. And now you understand how most South American countries actually got their independence. I ain't besieging all that. Well, those wars in South America were actually kind of quite, you know... There were battles everywhere, fronts everywhere, royalist strongholds. They were crazy. It wasn't a simple case of like one front line versus one front line in the actual wars for independence. And I just inadvertently made another Victoria 3 reference. In this situation, I don't think they will be able to actually carry out their retreat to Andagoya City. But I'm not sure. If they do come back, I will just fight them. Now they're right here again. But I'm attacking. But I got a 9 roll, so they're going to get wiped. Yeah, the Napoleonic Wars was a massive factor, obviously, yeah. Alright, wiped. That is a great victory to start us off with. But as you know, with these wars... What the fuck? They're attacking me with transports. They're not going to invade me. They're actually attacking me. Now I'm going to start moving across the strait. I'm taking little cartel boats that Bald Bankrupt got on, and we're going across. I have just built a massive stack, including lots of artillery. And building new transports. Very good stuff. The economy is just off to a great start. I mean, not monetary-wise, but in terms of goods, we're doing very well. Oh, must command the armies of these guys. No, wait. Oh, did they not join my war? What? Let me just form an alliance with you first. Wait. So that guy who said I didn't call them in. I did, didn't I? What happened there? What happened there? I thought I did call them into the war. Did they just reject the call to arms? Look, they've already got another 18k coming. See, it's not going to be a cakewalk. Where are these transports going? They're retreating to Burgundy or something. Alright, now call them in. They will accept. And they have joined the war. What happened to that? Is it like are they scripted to not be in the war or something? I'm worried. Did they get white pieced out? Where are these Gran Colombian transports retreating to? I've got my own new transports coming in. They better not interrupt them. I don't know that CT Carter. When one unit runs out of org, it cannot fight anymore, so it just sort of sits there. I don't know. I don't know. Where are they going? They're going to Lotharingia? Oh, what's this? Oh shit! Another. Why does Gran Colombia start with so many transports, lads? That's a lot of fucking transports. Oh my god, the Viceroyalty! They're not in the war! Yes! There's something there to prevent them being in it. I was right. Very sus. What is going on? Alright, we've caught those transports, but those ones got away, hopefully with no men on them. Very sus. Something's up. I don't know what's going on with these guys. Alright, this is gonna... I don't want to make a full 20, 30k stack. It'll just take too much attrition. So, I'm going to use 24k here, and transport that across now. Hopefully without any interruption. It's meant to be a hard-coded 1v1. Yeah. Maybe I missed something that was written. I just rolled a bad general. I mean, it's obviously going to be that, you know, that colony doesn't feel so good about fighting, you know, the Gran Colombians. They don't necessarily... There's also going to be revolutionary rumblings there as well. You know, things like that. Right. May even have to put down some kind of revolt there in the long run. I definitely do need to secure them fully in my sphere though, if they're not already. Alright, we are officially out of money. I'm going to lower that and that maybe a little bit. Alright, I didn't really want any spoilers, Augustus, but yeah, from Iberia and the Hispanic Commonwealth cannot both be done. I will be choosing the union with all the Americas, so... I mean, I'm not interested really in taking Aragon. I'm not too interested in Iberia, the European continent. This campaign is about going to America, so I will be doing paths like that. I am going to delete this navy for money. You know, we have to make hard decisions in order to stay afloat. Oh my god, they're attacking! They're attacking my general. Move boys, move boys, move boys. Prediction! Yes, don't forget. Actually, while the prediction is just going up, I'm going to take this opportunity to go and get my customary cup of tea. It's a cliffhanger. Is the Gran Colombian Alliance going to win? Bet your channel points, yes or no. I'm going to be back in a couple of minutes. Ah, I missed this. I fucking missed this. Right, be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back. Specific tea break banner would be fun. Oh, Zenmo, you're here? Zenmo. Sorry to, you know, someone suggests doing a bit of art and I immediately turn to Zenmo. I could make something myself. But I obviously can't do it mid-stream. I'm busy streaming. Whereas Zenmo has a track record of making beautiful art throughout streams. Working on something right now, actually. He was already working on the suggestion. Look at that. Didn't really even need to ask. Right, that goes away. China point prediction is done. My elbow is fucked. Oh. Hope you make a speedy recovery, mate. Trying to get into art, got a book to help my ability. Hey, maybe one day you too can have the artist badge.
Natsteak gifted a tier 1 sub to Zenmo 5.
Ice in the northeast, salt in the roads. Oh yeah. Thank you, Natsteak, for gifting a sub to Zenmo. Cheers. Got my tax return today, so here you go. Oh, that's why you were talking about taxes earlier, eh? Ah. Careful though, you don't want to make it seem like you're laundering money in me. By the way, I could the most ridiculous tax thing I could do is to gift myself subs. That's a very fair tax expense, tax write-off, and it would give me the benefit of a higher sub count, which helps in the algorithm or something, I don't know. It's really a bad financial thing to do, because I'm just giving half of that money to Amazon in exchange for nothing. But I could gift myself subs. I mean, would I rather my money goes to Amazon or the government, really? That's the question. I mean, that's just fucking hell. But you know, terrible choice.
Heyo, how's it been?
Thank you so much, Chad Todd, for the 6 months. Great to see you. There was another guy who was talking about taxes. Oh, it was Helmet. Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Sorry. I swear to God, you both have the orange colour in the Twitch chat today, that's why. If I go up and look for Helmet, he's orange. I swear to God. No. Yeah, Helmet, he's orange. Yeah. Well, he's sort of red. I think they might be different. I don't know. That's why. There you go. You're in the UK, so they're both about as evil. Amazon's probably more competent, though. Well, yeah, they're competent in what they do. They at least, I mean, Amazon does everything they say they do, and they meet their goals. Not to get political or anything. I mean, you can regard what Amazon does as evil or whatever, but they do what they say they do, for pretty obvious reasons of simple just wanting to be a big company and make profit. Their motives are clear. They do what they say. I don't think you can say that about the United Kingdom's government. Not to get political or anything. I'm not making a point here. I think anyone could agree on that. I'm not making a point. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Let's continue. We were on a cliffhanger here. We're about to have a huge battle. Ah, they fucking chickened out. This is just a simple plane. So, even though they have reinforcements coming... Wait, don't you run away. Victory for Washkar Inca. I don't know if that's good or bad for me. I will get there first. This is a daring attack, but I'm going to try and pull it off. You move in here. To get political, and he's talking about the Rwanda thing. Well, there you go. Whatever. I don't know. I don't have an opinion. Don't care. Why have I got -3? Oh my god, this is actually a shitty terrain. I swear to God, that looked like a plane. It looks like planes, and it's planes in other mods in vanilla. Speed 2, swiftly. Ah, you see. I've talked about this for ages in my DoD Frankfurt campaign. My only hope to win this battle now really is just numbers and brute force. Strong Incas are bad. Well, let's pray for Bjornia. Let's try and get up with Bionia as a sort of mutual enemy of the Incas. We just have to brute force our way through this battle. That's so bad. That's genuinely fucking terrible. -3 terrain. Fuck. I just outnumber them, and that's the best I can do here. Don't give me too many spoilers about the plot of the event chains and stuff, though. But I get that. I get what's going on with the Incas. We also do have to rely on good rolls, and we are getting good rolls and reinforcements. It's going to be brutal, but I am going to try and crush this army here. It's good that they've moved away. I'll encircle around from that side. You stay back. Actually, you can go off and invade behind them. Vic 2 could use some kind of simple terrain map mod. The issue here wasn't with Victoria 2 in general, it's an issue with the mod. What they've done in the mod is change the terrain of David to jungle hills, but it's not represented on the terrain map mode. The terrain basically just has the default, which is plains.
Issue.
Welcome back, Spud, and good evening, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Doomlord, for the £1 tip, and yeah, tips seem to be working. That's also a smashing way to start the new year, to fix that problem. I do believe that you were someone who was able to donate before, even during the issues though, if I remember correctly. Alright, we hit them there. We got there first. We've actually given them the -3 terrain. I didn't follow up with enough troops though. Skill issue on my part. We did give them the terrain this time. That's really good. I couldn't after that. Okay, so you did have the problem after, but it's working now. That's good. Reassuring so far. Sultanate of Fez. Right, Sphere. What about Navarra? They are a Catalan, an Aragonese puppet, and a dual monarchist feeling. Not much I can do there. You're in Poundland and you can get one item. What do you get? Well, that's a difficult question because when I'm shopping, my primary focus is things I need at any given time, right? I normally go after what I need. And what do I need right now from Poundland? I don't think I really need anything. Don't know. And it depends on the situation as well. Do I need to buy something? Do I not? What am I doing? Am I out and about? Maybe I could buy a bottle of water. I don't know. It's really situational dependent on what I buy in Poundland. Right, here we go. We are absolutely crushing the Gran Colombians up the... Oh my god, never mind! 40 fucking K! Okay, we need major reinforcements. We're requesting reinforcements, and we actually are bringing them. We have to pull back. Hold on a minute. Pull back, pull back. We can defend this really good terrain of jungle mountains. And jungle hills. Fuck. This naval landing thing needs to be pulled out of immediately. And we'll go back to transports. The fun police arrived, yeah. And we're out of fucking money. We do have to lower admin and education. My bureaucrat fucking focus went way overboard. Get clergymen. And there too. Good. Well, shit, lads. My 2k, 6k that I brought down here arrived. Another good news. The fun police are here, lads. Send dudes. Enviar, let's do this. Alright, get back to the transports. If they're going to attack me, where are they going? Conmayuga? Are they just moving back? Are they just moving back? Alright, oh fuck, I just fucked that up with attrition. Oh god. Okay, you just move there. Just move there. Where are they going? They're attacking San Jose. That's where I have General Francisco. No, they attacked both. They attacked both. But I have such good terrain. Right, you in the transports. Go, 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 go. You and the transports reinforce that. These transports go out. Actually, you stay where you are. You go there, blah, 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 blah. You start reinforcing that, you start reinforcing that. Epic micro. The AI doesn't really have room to do anything retarded when we're fighting in such a narrow choke point, so it's actually a good battle. They're not just moving behind my lines and shit like that. This is interesting. They're going out on an all-out offensive. And I'm holding them off because this is really good terrain. Hopefully. Oh, but I don't have generals in places. Fuck. This general needs to go there because that doesn't have a commander. You need to... Oh, fuck. I'm fucking this up a little bit, aren't I? My micro's not on point. That needs to go there. I've already reinforced that from the sea. I have to make the best of this, even with no commander. But look at that. -4 terrain in one river. That's more than enough to account for it. Alright, we won one of the battles. We won both. And they retreated behind lines. Delete. I need to send them back to reinforce. I need to send everyone back to reinforce, really. They retreated behind lines. Delete. I take these transports. We need more men. Terrain debuffs are worse in DoD fanfork. Yes, in lots of circumstances, yeah. In many terrain types. I really want to get this occupation, but there's a fucking massive stack moving around. Here we are fighting in David again, which is a bad terrain, but hopefully we can win that battle before they get here. Right, you go to Balboa. Actually, that's my 6k. You just move up. They retreated. You go back and reinforce. Hold the position. Okay, they're attacking David. My one defense. I can hold... Oh my... Another 30k! Fucking hell! 45 brigades? Christ! Jesus! Well, -1 dig in, -3 terrain. Hold the fucking line. Basically. While I go grab some reinforcements. Oh god! Fuck. Go there. Start recruiting troops in America. With no money. Blah, 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 blah. Recruit troops in America. Rally point. Cartagena de Indias. Everyone there. Battle stations. Why am I getting negative casualties here? Not good. I am going to completely consolidate. I'm going to take this 20k back. Yeah, I really need to. They're reinforcing. Yeah, they stopped reinforcing. That's good. Very good. Actually, this is a fucking jungle mountain. I'm staying there. I'm microing the generals. Defense 1. You back, reinforce. Reinforce. 6k. How can I turn down a battle in a jungle mountain? If they want to attack me there, they can do it. Hi, I'm new. How's Spanish colonial ambitions going? We're fucking fighting a massive... Another... Oh god! Is the terrain going to be enough for this? What's my most reinforced army here? 8k. The 8k is all I've got. You go in. This battle is a big risk, but the terrain and the river crossing are massive penalties for them. Oh fuck, move, 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 move. Is this MP? No. No, 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 no. But it's such a choke point that the AI doesn't have room to do anything retarded, and they're fighting well. Basically. Right. That 15k is going to come down and annoy me. Actually, you'll stay there. Gold in Medellin. How much is that going to give me? That could turn things around. We're getting gold in Colombia. Do you see victory in sight? It's very rough right now. Maybe. We're giving them a drubbing in this battle, though. Macedonia is also a lot of fun in this mod. Yeah, but do they have an actual event chain with stuff and intrigue? If that 20k is going to attack me here, this is jungle farmland, defense 2. The AI is being very aggressive. They didn't attack. They didn't attack. However, I could bait them into doing it. Oh no, that triggered them to move away. Alright, we won. But I don't want to follow up on them or anything because the terrain around here is terrible. You do a weird move and split in half. Just to consolidate. I'm going to transport guys away from there to take nutrition. And you can merge. What are they doing? They're just moving back. They're afraid. They're afraid. I just got some reinforcement there, actually. Oh, what the fuck are they doing with 62k? What are they doing? What are they doing with that? Hey, what are you doing with that 62k against my... Wait. Roll a general. Back in the HQ, we rolled one with no stat. Right. Move the 1-1 here. Get ready to reinforce. See, the thing about this one is, this could be an encirclement. Oh, they're not using everything though. Right. You go there. Bernardo Simpiaio. Okay, wait. 17th of April. We can eliminate this 23k. 17th, you start moving there. Right. All in on that. Yeah, that's devastating. That's devastating. Hey, multi-prov! No, I know what's going on here. It's because of the Panama Canal, these are actually connected. This happened in the famous American Thunderdome video. I just failed to encircle there properly. Does anyone remember that hit video? Where Penome and Andagoya City are actually connected because if someone builds the Panama Canal, the country that it got built in can still move troops through without touching the Panama province. Remember? Watch that. Watch the South American Thunderdome if you want to know more details. I'm deleting more of my navy for money. I have to. Follow up here. Thank you, packet of tissues, for the kind words. Reuniting New Spain. We're trying. So the situation so far, we've only moved into Panama, but we've fought the bulk of the Colombian army here and won a series of victories. We haven't made much land progress, but we've dealt devastating blows to that army so far. And the thing about that is, they'll be able to just rebuild all this shit in the long run. So it's, I don't know, it's mixed results. And we got the wipe. We got the wipe. I'm going to move up. I'm not allowed to, sir, no. The game automatically pieces them out. They're not meant to be in the war. Do you get to annex the puppets in South America at some point? I don't know. And no one tell me. Not to jump ahead, but is Aragon next on the chopping block? No, I'm focusing on the Americas only here. Are they really attacking me in David? with 29k. Alright, do it. Fucking do it. Very aggressive AI. This is what the AI does when they have no option. This is what they do when they do not have the option to just run behind your lines. This is what they do when they're forced to fight in a choke point. They get aggressive. They get aggressive like a cornered animal. That's what it is. It's just like that. Is it possible to ask for an entirely Spanish spoken stream for roleplay? No hablo abastanza. No, that's Italian. No hablo abastanza español. Por eso. Look, wait. They're reinforcing this with everything they've got. This is going to be the new meat grinder. This is going to be an encirclement as well. This will just absolutely grind them down. Wow. Oh, Regency. Oh, shit. Is this meant to happen? We get... What kind of Regency have we just got? Minus 20% organization? Militancy consciousness? Oh, God. What's the word for enough in Spanish? I know it's in Italian it's abastanza. It's something similar, isn't it? Basta, abastanza, abastanza, abasta. Something like that. It's rolling off my tongue. What is it, guys? Basta. No hablo basta de español. We do a stream entirely in Spanish. I wouldn't be saying much. Also, I'm getting fucked in this battle. It needs to be reinforced. What? No! That was not meant to be such a premature retreat. You were not ready to retreat there. That was too early. I didn't even go down to suficiente. Yeah. Where are they going? They're going to Limon, but hopefully... Well, I've got guys fucking retreating to Limon, so stay there and defend that now. And take these guys, transport round, move here. Now we fight in Limon, because that's also the mountain. Sister speaks Spanish, but I have no fluency. I just know a little bit, I've learned a bit here and there. Do I try and do some kind of insane encirclement and move around them with naval landings? Yes. The casualties are not good enough for the level of terrain we have here. Fucking influenza. I should have gotten... Do I have to pay money for this one? Fight the disease? Yes. Oh, I fucked up. I have to go back to September. I was looking through that event and I did not see the part where it said that it cost money. Did anyone see it? I have to revert. Back to the 1st of September. Sorry. Someone clip that and pause at the event to see if you can find where it says that actually costs money. I didn't see it. I was well aware that if I clicked on something that costs money, I'd go bankrupt. I know, but... Yeah, sorry. Quick revert there. Quick revert. Where were we here? It's the same battle. It's the same battle anyway. We're not losing anything. War score check. Oh god. Well, it's actually looking really good from battle war score. The blockades, the occupation, the battle war score is very good. We might be able to piece them out for and force a treaty without occupying too much of their land, I dare say. Now I have my eastern navy that could blockade the other side, but this one is quite dead from attrition. Okay. Is it looking better or worse this time? They got better rolls this time. Okay, that's my punishment for the influenza reversion. Okay. They got much better rolls. Yeah, they got a fucking 9 roll. Right, the encirclement has landed. Encircle them. They still got San Jose though. Hold on. Gara cavalry. You go to San Jose. Okay. The encirclement is back on. Come on, get here. Do not fucking have another stupid auto retreat, please. Yeah, okay, we made it. We made it. Retreat them out. Okay, now we're back on track. 1k casualties. We're back. We're back. And they're encircled. They're completely encircled. GG, boys. We did it. We encircled the AI. What an achievement. And they're wiped. It's as quick as that. That's how things turn around. We've got a Zenmo doodle to celebrate this victory, apparently. We'll be looking at that in a moment. Yeah, let's look at what he's got. Let's see. Is this my tea break? No, but it's actually something better for this. Right, you will want to see this. A Conquistador spud gun. Fucking great, Zenmos. I'll put it down there. Thanks, Bogdan. Didn't know they automatically get wiped. Yeah, they were encircled. Didn't US Spain had a colony in the middle of Brazil? It was Atlantia. It's not really my colony. It's a very strange lore situation. It's actually a company, which I am currently the leader of the board. But that will expire, and I don't want to fight a war over it against Lotharingia or something, so I'll just probably let them go independent. Well, that was a great victory. Let's after I sphere this shit, I'll check the enemy brigade card. 11. Not completely out yet. But war score wise, we're getting up there. Like I said, it's going to be a slow, long occupation that we have to do here. And I've got even more troops. I'm going to land them up north further. This war has bankrupted me to shit, but we're winning. Now, roll a good general. No, it wasn't. It was a bad general. More shitty naval battles. What's the war score? I looked down for a second. It's 30 in our favour. Don't know at what point they peace out. Wait. Oh, it's an annex war goal. It will be a long war. I thought for some reason it was just fucking a treaty, but it's actually annexed. And rightly so. No bullshit. Straight up, just fucking annexed. What terrain is this? I want to take out that 9k before it becomes a threat. The AI is doing AI things again. Seasonal jungle hills with a defensive 3. I don't even want to fight a 9k on that. Forget it. Is it a scripted peace deal? Well, a lot of the peace deals in this mod are, because they use the Casus Belli enforce a treaty, but for me, winning against Gran Colombia, it's straight up annexation. It will be followed by some events though, to determine what actually happens to that. This was a mistake. I will double down and fight the 7K, but it was a mistake to land there. I should not have done it. Now I'm currently blocking them off with 2 provinces here. I can't move past with their stupid AI bullshit now. Occupation's actually really fast, so this hasn't been so bad. This province here is good farmland though. I'm attacking that. I can fight a battle in good farmland. Yes, please. Finally, some good fucking terrain, as Gordon Ramsay would say. Where's my legendary, amazing, brilliant, genius 1-1 general? I'll use him. He's here. He's busy. They built... See how quickly the AI rebuilds their fucking armies. Bombing of the Caracas armory. Now, hold on a minute. Hold on. As we continue... Look at that fucking amazing artwork. I need to use that in the thumbnail. As we continue our struggle against the Colombian alliance, we must also deal with the rebels within our own midst. Oh, shit. A fortnight ago, the Caracas armory exploded in the middle of the night. Many soldiers and civilians were injured and some were killed. As the army investigates the situation, a disturbing theory has emerged. Fortnite. Everyone's spamming Fortnite after the word gets used. Listen, mate, we're supposed to be a highbrow, you know, in-depth, long attention span sort of people here. We're doing Victoria 2. Come on. The brain rot shouldn't have infected us here. Come on. The prime suspect would be Antonio Rocafuerte, one of the rare radicals in the loyalist-dominated region of New Castile within New Granada. The Llanero cowboy Rocafuerte is the right-hand man of Guillermo de Blanco, a rogue warlord and disciple of infamous revolutionary José de Herrera. De Blanco has been at large for years, roaming through the countryside with a hardcore band of followers, the real Don Quixote. If Rocafuerte's feared Legion of Hell can strike in a place as secure as Caracas, then nowhere in New Granada may be safe. So I lose stockpile. Damn. I'd be afraid to carry out acts like that, because of how hard Spain is currently winning. I wouldn't do it. Spudgun TikTok when? Well, I've always toyed with the idea of making something like that, just for, I don't know, to have more presence. I don't know, but I'm not even gonna, because I just don't understand or know how that platform works, and I've got Spudlight, my third channel, where I post memes and shit posts and shorts, but I don't know, I would probably just be cross-posting stuff I put on there. I don't know, I don't want to. Like, TikToks are 99,000,000% just people filming themselves doing stupid, shitty, making retarded points and nonsense. Yeah, that's another Zenmo banger, Carter, yeah. We've got a great alliance with Ching Chu, and I am going to sphere them and build this alliance up. Wait, can I'm not going to call them in, because they'll probably be scripted out. But, you know, theoretically they would be a logical ally for this. Also, I want Bjornia, before the Incas kill them. Indeed, it has never been more over for Colombia, bros. We've kicked their arse from here to fucking Mexico City. Well, we haven't quite reached that place yet. Another weird province that looks like a plain, but is actually a seasonal jungle, hill, mountain, rainforest with 5 rivers in reality. Right, what's this? Oh, it's this guy. This bloke always tours the Americas. We got him when we played Plantagenet and everyone in Bjornia. A gleaming gem on the Spanish crown. Cartagena was a tropical, luxurious... This one here. Land that was dotted with mulattoes and other types. Its people are split. The upper class and most Spanish of the mixed support the continued rule and submission to the Spanish. The mulattoes and other lower classes are for the most part apathetic towards any ruler. Libraries, printing presses and vast estates made up the majority of Cartagena at its centre. The city for a time had been depressed, suffering both plagues of the mind and body. Wars and disease had both taken their toll in the early 16th century. However, since then, the territory has expanded rapidly, healing from those times. Oh, what, were you there? Were you there as well, fucking Hugh? Were you there in the 16th century? Tell the story. And they are even growing to displace nearby rival Bogota. The alleyways are cramped and full of life. So this guy's really nice about European countries, but he's a dick towards Native American countries. Well, not native, but... Here's Bogota. Like Steve the Tourist from TNO. No idea. Do not... You lose me at those 3 letters whenever they get mentioned. You know what? We've got such a decisive victory that I'm taking troops back to Europe. Just, I don't know, in case of rebels or something. There's no longer an emergency here. We're winning comfortably. We're winning so comfortably. Oh, leadership. We'll maybe get some good generals. I feel comfortable going up to speed 3 for a while. And we don't talk about soy 4 here. Quite right. Pay back some debt. And maybe put my admin and clergyman up. But I'm going to get ideological thought right after positivism, but at some point I really need to get medicine. It's just so important to get those pops growing. And to prevent some diseases. This province is seasonal jungle mountains. I don't want to attack even if it's 6k. They're going to be able to build a whole new full stack here. I just know it. So I'm going to open up a path so they start moving behind my lines, so they just stop consolidating there and they move back. Did you bet against me, BTA? Oh, what a terrible decision. I want to take that 3k out though. Oh, what's going on here? Weird movements from the AI, of course. Oh, I got the 3k. But still, because of the terrain and the roll, the 3k will cause me devastating, horrifying casualties. Oh, this is hilly farmland. I'll attack that. I'll attack hilly farmland any day of the week. Look at them rebuilding their fucking army. Seasonal jungle mountains, no thanks. Alliance from Plantagenet. Yes. That is American Bloodbath lore, by the way. That's a real alliance. We're getting closer to Mexico City. I wonder if there's an event for the war to be over when I capture Mexico City. That should be the real channel point prediction, but no, we'll commit to this one. 28th, I'm going to catch 3k here, which is nice, to prevent them building up too much. The Sultanate of Tugur is requesting aid against Aragon. Oh. Tugur? No, I'm not fucking joining that. Sorry, Tuggart. General, nothing. We are reaching Oaxaca. Spanish, okay. I was, you know, I was worried there for a minute. Wait. Wait. Chances that massive populations in Galicia will die, or I just get minus 0.3% loss of pop growth in Spanish Yemen. That's also fucking topical, isn't it? That's fucking weird. Apparently it's in Yemen, but if I do this, it's Galicia and Llanos Orientales. But it's a quarantine. I don't get it. We're just going to let a small amount of pop growth loss happen in Spanish Yemen. But hopefully it doesn't spread. Burgundy, yeah, you can have mill access, whatever. Looks bugged. Yeah, it's game breaking. I'm actually going to just delete DoD fanfork here. Even though it's not even a DoD fanfork event, that shit is base game. We even have a positive economy right now. Probably because admin efficiency is going up across the country. Positivism gets done a few months ahead of schedule in 1838. So we don't have access to ideological thought or idealism for 2 years yet, so I'm going to do medicine in this gap, and that is going to see me through to August 1842, but hopefully it'll be a lot less than that as more education kicks in between now and then. Also, I am going up to 4% clergy in the country. I'm going all the way up there. What percent clergy is meta? If you start with a low literacy, you go up to 4%. If you start with a decent literacy, 2%. I would say the cutoff point between good and bad literacy is somewhere like 30 to 40%. If you have less than 30 or 40, go 4%. And I'm not basing that on any deep statistical knowledge. I'm just basing that on fucking years of just doing it and being told to do it by players who know the stats and shit like that. I don't know the actual math behind it. It's more just sort of esoteric knowledge. This, go back. Go for 10% now. The Maracaibo uprising. Oh, well, at least it's not actually an uprising. It's more like a little 1% pop loss. A serious incident occurred recently in the city of Maracaibo in Venezuela. Here. Located on the northern New Granadan coast. A party of men dressed in Spanish army uniforms entered the town and requested access to the armory. However, the improbably clean and unblemished state of their uniforms and their officers' distinctive lack of any peninsular accents tipped off the guards that something was amiss. Upon being challenged, the soldiers were revealed to be revolutionaries in disguise. Forcing their way into the armory, they launched a revolt aided by the liberal residents of Maracaibo and seized control of the city in the names of Rocafuerte and De Blanco. Putos. The revolt lasted for several days before loyalist reinforcements arrived. The Spanish troops fought street by street, and then we beat them. This is terrible. 1% of the civilian population died. They massacred civilians. It's war crimes. Just wait till the International Court of Justice hears about this. Luis Atanes, just a 1-1 general, but still he's the hero of this war, and he's marching into Mexico City now. Luis Antita, or whatever he's called. Your fleet, question mark, question mark? What about it? It's shit, I can't really afford it. I'm using it to sort of blockade them, even though I don't really need to. What of it? You know? War score, 67%. We're getting close to victory here. Very close to victory. Dry Forest Mountains, not attacking. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, what we've achieved here. So, after I got back from my break, the sub count had gotten down to about 140, and on this stream it's back up to 160, so thank you for the subs and gifted subs. But you know, there's still chance for even more. Sub now. Gift sub, I don't know if there's any sales or discounts on, I don't think there are, but you know, sub, go ahead, get your primes in. I'm also very, very happy that the donation link is finally working again. I don't think anyone's had a problem with it. Everyone's gotten them in. So that's also very reassuring. We're just really back on track. And I'm building a fucking new PC tomorrow. Everything's really looking up. Open Vic's going well. There's absolutely no Victoria 3 bullshit to worry about. Ah, great. Bliss. You know, the next Victoria 3 dev diary and patch is just bug fixes and updates. There's nothing controversial. There's no bullshit. They're not pandering to anything. It's just relaxing. We don't have to worry about them. But we do have to worry about March, where they release fucking Spheres of Influence. That'll be the big news. We have to worry about that when that comes. But until then, like I said at the end of the victory video that I did in November or December, the next time I'll have to think... I mean, look, I'm thinking about it now, but the next time I have to really talk about victory or worry about it in any shape or form will be the expansion. Mexico City is hilly farmland. It's about time I just wiped them out. I'll attack them there. We're so close to full victory here. In fact, I don't even need to lose the men fighting that. I'm just going to keep occupying. Just keep occupying, I'll win the war. I was tempted to get the DLC to see how the game is. Well, what do you mean? Which DLC? I mean, the expansion coming out soon. It's going to be full big expansion price. Let's not talk about it too much though. Open Vic discussion stream when? I don't know when. There's just solid progress being made. But I haven't heard the team mention any massive thing. I mean, the community post I just did was a really nice thing. The map, the fucking map, it's looking unbelievably good. I mean, I've been seeing this project from day one, and I've been positive about it the whole time, but genuinely that fucking map, how close it looks to Vic 2, how absolutely amazing the team is, still blows me away. Somehow. Plus, it's not even. I mean, it's just the Victoria 2 map. You know. It's not even. It's not like we've made a new one. We have a new map. We have that terrain map, or that giant fucking massive resolution map, which will be in the upgraded out of the box mode. But still, what's next after the Bavaria series? I can't really answer that. I don't know. I have things. I have plans, which I will not share with you now. Right, surely we can piece this out. We have more war score than 85. I rolled a 2 defense. We're finally getting above a 1. We're getting there. They should be accepting this fucking peace now. Oh, it's gone down because they got Mexico City back. I think the best thing with OpenVic right now would be just smaller updates like that community post rather than anything big. The next really big news is when they're going to be starting working on the simulation of the game and the mechanics. Well, I don't want to get into all of that right now, Flameface, but there've been loads of times on, well, Reddit and the recent community post I just did where Spartan gives a big overview of that. There's massive differences between the two projects in terms of their goals, as well as the quality. Very, very big difference in quality. And, you know, all that. And also very, very big personal differences. And differences in priority. Very big differences in priority. Mr. Flameface. But I just don't want to get into that in detail here. But yeah, that's all great stuff to look forward to in 2024. There's a lot of great stuff going on in 2024. Lots of great stuff to look forward to. Like even Gilded Destiny and a couple of other projects, the ones that we mentioned in that stream. But the problem is, psychologically, I see all this great stuff happening and so much positive things coming forward in this year. But then I just think somewhere in the back of my mind, something's going to come along and fucking just tear it all away and ruin everything. I just have this cynicism in the back of my mind. End of the Atlantean Gold Rush. One more reason to let them go, yeah. You know, all these things are going so well, everything's looking up, and then came the car crash. You know? Something like that. Of course, if you remember some ancient Spudgun lore, you will remember the car crash where all my MP buddies died in a car crash and I played a session by myself. If anyone remembers that.
Good grief.
Yeah, the next World War. The next World War. Maybe that'll be it. Thank you, Doomlord, for the 69 bits. Suddenly, you know, no one will really care. Fucking Victoria 2 content creator will not suddenly be a viable job in the World War 3 scenario anymore. And I'll be drafted. It's over. But anyway, speaking of war, can we piece this war out yet? Are we done? When we occupy Mexico City, surely that's it. Total victory here. It's great. Great stuff. Mexico City. Alright, come on. 93%. Oh my god. What do they want from me? This is one of those situations with the AI just not piecing out. Kill their army. I can't be arsed. I don't need to use the soldier pops on that. I'm out of the woods. How are we getting on? I'm not out of the woods yet. We're going to have to get 100 war score. Which I'm very close to. In fact, I'm ticking them, am I? No, I'm not ticking them. Because of all these fucking provinces up here. Are they going back? They're going back to fucking Mexico City. Right, I'll take down their army now. Right. Come on. Fucking shite generals. Come on, come on. Ah, no, no. My 1-1 is still the best I've got. They're winning naval battles against my ass. It's over. This is the turning point. Gran Colombia is coming back. We got too cocky, didn't we? Hey, look, maybe Iran versus Pakistan will be the next war. And you know the weird thing is that that war was predicted by World War Z, the book. And maybe film, sort of. Film's kind of shite. In World War Z, there was a nuclear exchange. But yeah, Iran... Are Iran nuclear armed yet? Because the worrying thing about Iran and Pakistan kicking off is that Pakistan is a fucking nuclear armed country. And isn't Iran? Maybe. Getting there, I don't know. That's the worrying thing about those two kicking off. Great, oh here we go. BANE is in the Great Patriotic War. Iran has them. I've got conflicting views about Iran's nuclear capability in the chat here. So let's hope that Tawantinsuyu doesn't win that. Let's war subsidize BANE. It's mad to think like this Pakistan appears to be having... Pakistan appears to have lots of areas of its country just not even under the government control and controlled by weird little groups. And they're a nuclear armed fucking country. It's a bit scary. America is the same. Is it? We shouldn't really be talking about geopolitics and shit on this channel. That's not what it's about, though. We don't normally talk about that sort of shit. Amish and Mormons. That's not really the same here, is it? I mean, we're talking about Pakistan where these groups are actively fighting skirmishes and wars between Iran and the Pakistani government and stuff. It's not happening yet in America, is it? Right, here we go. Let's get away from that shite. Back to the game. We have just declared massive Vitoria against Colombia. Right here. We've just annexed the whole place, and we have... Yeah, even the economy's going well. I mean, damn. It's huge. Let's try and just 100% govern it all and go for American Confederation. You know. My literacy has been tanked by about 4 points, by the way. Did you save? Oh. Good point. Not that I was going to lose much if anything crashed or something. Cheers for the Froggers. Go and follow PieChucker on Twitch. This is actually the best place to give him a shout out. You can actually just click on his name, you know, mouse wheel to his channel, and just hit follow on him. Can't wait for the event that makes it all fall apart. Here we go. The Nova Reconquista completed. Alleluia. Once more the Spanish banner flies over the heart of the New World. From Lusitania to Essequibo. The traitors lie vanquished before us, their armies annihilated, and the rebel cities pacified. Anastasio Vicente died fighting during the siege of Mexico City, while notorious New Granadan warlord Guillermo de Blanco and his first lieutenant Antonio Rocafuerte were apprehended in Cartagena while preparing to board an express ship to Etruria, disguised as Catholic monks. Oh, the absolute state. El Estado Absoluto. El Estado Absoluto de ellos. What is going on with them? Both have been placed under armed guard and sent back to Spain to face trial for treason, and, after conviction, a speedy execution is expected to follow. The Pope himself has praised our victory as a sign of God's favour and the triumph of the Catholic faith and its holy monarchs over the wickedness of radicalism. Oh, that's good, that's good. As the Spanish Empire experiences a glorious rebirth, nations around the world are re-evaluating their plans to account for a Spain which has to retake its place as a true great power. We fucking did it. 104 prestige. Relations with the dual monarchy restored. Do we have a new viceroyalty or something? Nope. Get that alliance back. Glorious. We have alliances with Qingchu, Plantagenet, the viceroyalty here. Maybe I will keep fucking Atlantia. I'm feeling pretty strong. I'm feeling pretty strong right now. Maybe I will take everything and keep it all. How about that? Now let's spread the armies around a bit. To guard against rebels and shit like that. Are you going for Aragon next? No, I've already said I'm not interested in fighting European land wars. I don't really want Aragon. I don't want to form Iberia. Grab some India. Good point. Oh, I'm looking at the amount of armies these Indian countries have, and I don't know. Maybe not. Wait, I haven't looked at my decisions. Claiming the Amazon basin. After 1850 I can claim that. The Treaty of Pegu. Oh, yeah, that's... Treaty of Pegu is a base DoD sandbox fucking decision to take their coastline. Need to do that. The Empire of the Indias. The Indias is in the Americas. Is there an event CBO decision for South America? This is it, yeah. With nationalism and imperialism, I can just get 104 prestige. End the Andine Wars. It's either state and government or after 1852. Since our discovery of the Andes in the 16th century... Well, what does this do? I'll read it then. Oh, this is about the Inca Empire. Oh. Organize Kiranya. This is African colonies. Zanzibar, Mauritania. The Brunei Protectorate. Okay. Sulu. Wow. And that's that. Not that many new decisions, actually. Treaty of Pegu is very base DoD. Cusco de Lenda Est. That's right. Come on, we've got to give all the aid we can to Bjornia. I'm trying to sphere too many people, so we'll go down like that. Bjornia is a priority because they're currently fighting the Great Patriotic War. Yeah, sub. If you want to put the chud guns in chat, then you get subbing. If you want to go to watch your other favourite streamers, such as Bo Cohen, and put in a Gigachad emote, or a Based emote, or a Soy emote, then sub here, and you can use them in any channel. If you want to go to your other favourite streamers, such as Tommy K, if you want to go and watch a bit of that, you want to watch put some Based emotes. No Brady, no fucking anime emotes. Oh. Oh, I have to fight Keto now. Oh. Right, I see. But before that, can I actually go on Twitch and look and see some analytics about the channels, the other channels that my followers watch? Can I actually find this? Let's have a look. I'm looking on my end. Let's see. Community? No. Insights, analytics, research, viewers, viewers discovery, live viewership. Doesn't matter. Can I find this? Ah, views from channels. I've got it. Oh ho ho. Oh, I've got the stats for everyone. I'm gonna get these up on the screen. Actually, hold on. Oh, we've got some stats for you, but I can tell you now it's not different from the two that I already just mentioned. Right, I'm going to give you these stats. Let's have a look. This is some fascinating analytics. Alright, these are my shared channels. Where do I get the views? Who else views me? And, you know, and stuff like that. 13%, right at the top is Tommy K. And that's really good because I watch him and I like him. And I have for many years, actually. On and off. Like, I don't watch him all the time. Whenever I do get into a mood of watching some streams, you know. So that's good. And there's Bill Cohen. There's Bill Cohen, of course, 10%. Now, we've had some beef in the past with Bill Cohen, but we ironed that out just right before Christmas. So we're all cool with Bill Cohen, and that's nice to see that we have a crossover of views. Next, we have Dankus Mimicus, who is just some Hoi 4 guy. I really don't know much about him. Nice. Good on him. An Absolute Habibi there is great, I think. Does fantastic EU4 content. We've raided each other a couple of times. I really should get more in contact with him and play something, because he has expressed interest in playing Vic 2 with me before, but I've never gotten around to anything. Or maybe I say, oh, maybe I can go and play some EU4 with him, but that would mean playing EU4, wouldn't it? So I don't think anyone is worth playing EU4 for. Then we have Swag, who is just a Bokoin guy. Clearly does his own streams now. Zelovic TV is another EU4 guy, I believe. Good EU4 content. Forsen, that's a name that I've literally heard like fucking 10 years ago. I don't know anything about him though. Isn't that some League of Legends? Or am I thinking of the wrong era? That's old. And that Forsen there must be like, isn't that a huge streamer or something? I played in a Pogba Vic 2 game with Habibi with him on DoD Hungary. Yeah, speaking of that, where the fuck is Piechucker here? Where is Piechucker here? He's a massive streamer. And I'm as you can see, I'm in the big leagues here. These are my guys. These are the guys I share analytics with all these people all the time. These stats here are not new to me. I've actually all of the people named here, we have a group chat actually. And I posted this like 2 weeks ago, and we were laughing. Oh yeah, oh nice, you got 13% there of Tommy. Said Tommy to me. Forsen, yeah, he's also in the group chat. Currently, he's live with 13k viewers. But if I called him and said, "Listen, mate, I've got important business," he would pause his stream for me right now, and his 13k viewers. Green Fours, I don't know. He should be here, but he's not. Flory Worry, I don't know who that is. Tear of Grace, don't know who that is. Cosmic Thought, I don't know who that is. Is that the only e-girl hit streamer on here? I don't know. What's next? Ella Jazz, don't know who that is. Kyle, I think that's isn't that a GTA roleplay streamer? I think I might have watched that a few times a couple of years ago. I had a little phase where I watched quite a bit of GTA roleplay, found it fun, but, you know, moved on. I think he was in there, unless I'm getting him confused with someone else. Piechucker and Green Force are in the Friend B group chat. Yeah, this is... What? Don't you know, Flory? Why do you hate EU4? Well, I do kind of hate EU4. It's actually a miracle that I do know the likes of... It's a miracle that I do know about Habibi and Ludi and Zelovic here, considering I don't even like EU4. It's actually a miracle that I should even know them. But, well, I take it Flory Worry is an EU4 guy, but I hadn't really heard of him. I mean, not that it matters. I mean, who cares if I've heard of someone anyway? I'm some random Vic 2 guy. Why should I have heard of any of these people? Serviceworker.js now. That's a very interesting one. I've watched his stream a couple of times. Not for everyone. Quite edgy, actually. I've also heard of Vive Leroy as well. We've talked about his new game. Yeah, exactly, Piechucker. I don't even think any of these EU4 streamers would contradict any of my main criticisms of EU4. That it's really bloated, that the war system's shit and really bad in multiplayer. I don't really... I think most EU4 players might agree with me about the things I don't like about it. It's just that they don't mind them so much. I just don't see any way of actually enjoying EU4 multiplayer after you've experienced Vic 2 multiplayer. Because Vic 2 multiplayer is unbeatable when it goes well. Nothing beats it. Hoi 4, fuck that. EU4, fuck that. But if you don't know the true joys of Vic 2 multiplayer, then EU4 multiplayer and Hoi 4 multiplayer might satisfy you. But when OpenVic comes out and actually gets working and allows many, many more people to enjoy proper, true, good Victoria 2 multiplayer experiences, well, that'll open it up more. You like CK2 Spud? Yes. But I don't think... Well, Tommy K has streamed a lot of CK2 actually. He's done that a lot. And CK3. He's the only one on here I would say is like a CK guy. The main guy, though, is DinoStan, but he doesn't stream on Twitch, at least. But below that, of course, we have Shenrir. He is an old guard Vic 2 guy. I think he's moved on to other stuff, though. I don't know, he's quite big. How does Hoi 4 player base mix with Vic 2 more than EU4? That's honestly surprising to me. I don't know. It's very complicated. Hoi 4 crossover with Vic 2 is quite a big thing. There are a lot of people in that crossover. It's because, I don't know. It's because Vic 2 and Hoi 4 are just more geared towards, you know, war. Vic 2 obviously has a lot more than that, but I don't know. People play them for fighting wars, I guess. A lot of people do anyway, multiplayer wise. And as people say in the chat, Hoi 4 is just big. Much bigger. And then at the bottom there we have Olinard. Don't know who that is. But I share 1% of views with him. He's not even in the group chat, so maybe I should get in contact with him. But I don't know, he's only 1% there. I don't think he's big enough to hit the big leagues like me and Tommy K and Forsen in our group chat here. Know what else is crossed over between the two? TNO. Yeah, exactly, that's the problem. Can we see your country stats? Maybe. Let's see if I can see them first. Can I get the country stats? Leonard is a friend of Dankus. Oh, well, maybe Dankus will put a word for him in the group chat then and get him in. Right, community, no, where is it? Fucking analytics. Viewers, discovery. I can actually see where my views come from. 74% direct or other. 16% of my Twitch viewers come from YouTube, so that's my community posts coming in. They don't do much actually. And 3% is Discord and 3% Twitter, so my Discord announcements and my Twitter announcements give me 3% respectively. Not great, but very much worth it, and always should do those pings anyway. The YouTube community posts though do alright. Anyway, what else? Views by location. Alright, let's see. I'll get you these stats. Why not go on a random analytics tangent? Why not? Why not? Oh, there's a very interesting country on the bottom of the location. Let's have a look. Very good turnout today. Aye, this is an okay turnout for a first session of a campaign. It only gets downhill from here though. Right, here's by location. So we've got obviously United States there at 23%, and then 9% United Kingdom. I'm happy with that ratio. It's a better ratio than the actual populations of these places. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of it really. It's natural that the USA would be the most. Poland there coming in a third place is interesting. Polish people punch above their weight. Very nice to have all the Poles here. Maybe it's because I've done a few good campaigns highlighting Poland. I've played them in Napoleon's Legacy was a big one, and then we did a Poland-Lithuania campaign here live. So we've had the Scream If You Love Poland, and Komodo right here is here, and he's Polish. And then we've got Germany. That's my crossover with Tommy K viewers, obviously. And then Canada, France, Sweden, Brazil, Spain, Russia, Italy, Turkey, Netherlands, Chile, and there at the bottom, New Zealand. And no Australia, that's right. That's it. Good. Pychucker carrying New Zealand. No, the thing is, he doesn't watch my Twitch streams that often. That New Zealand stat is actually mostly getting carried by other people, like Sailor Mary and Pycatcher, aka whatever he changed his name to, and the other people. Pychucker's too busy walking in the woods to watch me, even though walking in the woods has actually allowed him to watch his first Spudgun Twitch stream for months. So actually walking in the woods has increased his viewership of me. He needs to do it more often, actually. But anyway, is there anything else to really make of these stats, though? It's not really that interesting, to be honest. It's pretty much expected. So, are there any other interesting stats I could show? No, not really. No, there's nothing else. I guess I've got 63% of my viewers are on web, 19% are on an Android mobile, and 13% are on iOS mobile. So there's like a 2/3 to 1/3 split of internet browser on PC versus phone. I wonder what it's like to watch a Victoria 2 stream on your mobile. Age brackets, I guess, but they might not just be very accurate, you know. I don't think I have them here, actually. No, I don't have age on these stats I've got in front of me. Yeah, some of you must be watching on mobile now. I mean, you can't really see any of the details. You can't read, surely, any of the numbers on the stream. But because I'm very charismatic, you only really need to listen to me anyway. You might as well not even watch. You can put these on your earphones and go out for a jog. Political orientation stats. No thanks. There's no way of ascertaining that unless I do some kind of poll. Actually, do you want to just say fuck it and go crazy and make a quick poll here asking if people consider themselves left-wing or right-wing? I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to create a divide among my fucking audience that isn't there already. That's unnecessary. I don't want to do that. Fuck that. But it would be really funny. It would be really funny. Not a binary, please. Well, you've already outed yourself as one particular view by even saying that, so let's not even go there. I guess you want center as well. Do it, but add center. I'm not doing it. I'm a libertarian, so I don't know what I'd say. What would they say? I don't know. I'm not doing the poll. I'm not doing the poll. Dodecapolis makes a good point there. Why would we care about political sides? I just want to see the Spanish Empire. But that itself is a political opinion. That's highly politically charged. Do you want me to do fucking political quadrants? You want me to do political... What do you call that? Political chart? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on from that. So immediately after taking fucking taking Gran Colombia, we have to fight fucking Quito. That's just annoying. After New Granada was restabilized, the compass, yeah, that's it. An envoy was dispatched to Cisandina to formally confirm their place within the Spanish Empire and make a general assessment of the local conditions. Unexpectedly, the envoy was violently ejected from Quito, which has declared itself an independent republic. Well, fuck that. Let's fight them now. We get, maybe, the Golden Board of Atlantia on our side this time. But they'll probably be peaced out. Let's walk all our troops down and fight this. Let's go, boys. We've got a second war on our hands, and we should have a new channel point prediction on this. But it's clear that I'll probably win. But can we make a more interesting channel point prediction? Are there any specific little things we can do one for? What do you think? time limit? Nah. I don't want to put arbitrary pressure and force me to make blunders. Army limit, average viewer weight. Can you win without fighting a battle? No. Will I get a stack wiped? How about that? I've done that one before. It's pretty good. Will I get a stack wiped? I might still win the war, but can I do it without getting anything wiped? Do they have a navy? No, they're getting blockaded. Unit stack numbers must equal stream viewers. Okay, well, we're just getting out of hand here. No stack wiped is the channel point prediction. Will I get a stack wiped? Can I win the war without losing a stack? Let's make that the bet. That's interesting. It's a real test of skill. Oh shit, you just wrote a political fucking essay here. I'll let you do it. I don't actually want too much politics in the chat. I know you've mentioned it a lot on this particular stream as jokes. But I don't really want essays being written in the chat. If you want to write essays somewhere, you can put them in my Discord politics chat. I'm not calling for anyone to be timed out here though. It's not as if anyone's going to read that anyway. The restoration of New Spain. Oh, do I stay reactionary or go liberal a little bit? Oh shit. Following our total victory in the New World. Well, that's not true. I'm fighting Quito. Wait. Why? I'm not actually at war with them. Wait, what? Hold on. I'll get back to you on that. Why am I not actually at war with them? What happened? That's a politically charged question. It is. What? But the real politically charged question here is what happened to my Quito war? Whether to go lib. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. But we're talking about it in terms of game mechanics. I mean, I've done years of streams where we've talked about Victoria 2 political parties without making massive actual political tangents based on it. Did they wimp out? I didn't see it. I didn't notice it. The war ended and no stack was lost. The channel point prediction wasn't even finished taking bets before it ended. People have voted. People have put their points on yes after knowing that the war ended. It's got to be a refund. We're very fair about our channel point predictions here on this channel. The one person who voted no has rights. And who was the one person who voted no? It was Zenmo. It was actually, no, you know what? We'll call it for yes. No, I'm joking. Call it for a refund. And, oh, it was two people. DLW as well. It's already been refunded. There you go. So we don't actually have to fight a war. It's called off. Put the guns back, everyone. Stop moving. Hold on. False alarm. Forget it. War is over. John Lennon wins this time. Looks like you could win without fighting a battle. Oh shit, that is so true. That's clever. I did actually... Pie Chucker was actually right. It was a bloodless coup and we won without fighting a battle. It's too bad I didn't make that the bet. Because if it was, that would be it.
Peachucker underscore gifted a tier 1 sub to Crosby Twitch.
Thank you for gifting a sub, Peachucker. Thank you. So where do we go from here? I suppose I just read this event and we move on. What's so funny about Cosby Twitch? Check if they're still your feeling. They're my puppet. They're my puppet. And I'm gonna sphere them as well. India next. Maybe I will do a little bit of trolling in India. Take Southern USA. Now I'm allied to Southern USA. It's Plantagenet. He did right. Someone literally, actually that was the person that Mittel was directing his essay at, and we did get a slightly smaller essay in return. Well, fair enough. Sub and I'll grant you honorary NZ citizenship. South Florida, but there's no reason to do it in DoD lore. This is completely nothing to do with Spain. It's owned by Venice. With the Ephesians. Those aren't the goals here. India and Eastern stuff is pretty good. Or maybe I will, if it's going to be this easy to conquer the Americas, maybe I will go after a little bit of Aragon. We'll see. We'll see. So our total victory in the New World. The traitorous Colombia alliance has been dismantled. Its leading figures stand trial against the crown. A massive westward migration of bureaucracy and commerce is occurring as the old colonial system has been recreated and the viceroyalty of New Spain restored. Good. While this is a triumph for Spain, a country whose fortunes had otherwise been flagging of late. Well, Sandman, I don't know. What else can I do about it? If it wasn't meant to end, what can you do? We'll just continue playing. The question has arisen whether we should take the opportunity to introduce some new reforms. Many have argued against this, saying that our victory in the New World has proven the liberals wrong and demonstrated that absolutism is the supreme form of government. Others, however, have asserted that if we do not seize upon this moment of royal popularity to solve some of the underlying structural problems which precipitated all of this in the first place, there is no reason that this crisis could never happen in the future. Alright, have a good day at work, Pachuca. Thank you so much for tuning in and for the subs and bits. Of course I am going absolutist, yeah. Boom. Oh, I created the viceroyalty here. We created the new Spanish viceroyalty and we got 5 points of literacy back. Thank you. Will this viceroyalty be as shit as the TGC one, or will it be good? Currently, I don't have military access and it's causing each of my stacks 5% of attrition. That's the current situation. So it's not off to a great start. But we'll fix that, hopefully. And yeah, it's my puppet. I will start sphering it. Just to get it in the market. And I want military access. I don't have Diplo points. Oh, we're fucked. I'm taking... lack of international... oh god. It's over. It's going to take me like 3 months. 3 months at 5% attrition for all my armies. Well, not all of them. Fuck me, that's really brutal. That's really brutal. Going through that for pretty much no reason. Damn. That hurts. Could be worse though, I could have lost the war. So where's my music? There it is. Possibly quarters of whiskey if that actually works. Downtime to secure a foothold in Nigeria. Well, maybe, but I don't know. I need to have Diplo points to justify and do wars anyway. So, the future of Spain. In one way or another, Spain has been reunified in theory. We might have a civil war still here. The aversion of civil war has only been the first step towards a journey of national healing. What is needed now is a comprehensive review of Spanish society and the government's role within it. Politicians and writers across the nation have begun fighting battles of words and ideas, each seeking to advance their own plans. Okay. So, Afrente. We change to sea power and merchant marine, so I lose my culture tech bonus. And I get navy and commerce. That's not good. I don't really want that at all. But I lose my -5 to industry that I'm currently researching, I guess. That's actually really bad. At least I got one culture tech in with the 30% bonus, rather than doing medicine. I guess I got the best of it. Oh well. Okay. I don't want to do navy tech for a long time. And commerce tech is neither here nor there. I want to do culture tech. Can I just instantly restore the academia? Oh shit, oh shit. We got new decisions. We got multiple new decisions. The Empire of the Indies can be done. That's just a prestige one though. My god, they're still writing essays in the chat. They're still writing essays. Integrate Cuba. Ideological thought, paddle steamers. So I do need paddle steamers. Oh, they're a puppet right now, are they? Are they? Okay, that's fucking weird. They're not a puppet. But it does, what it does give me is a core and Carabeno as an accepted culture. That's really good. I start to get accepted cultures out here. I get most of the Cubans accepted. That's good. New Granada is keto and all that shit, is it? But it requires some text. New Granada for all cores. Don't I already have all cores of New Granada? What don't I have of New Granada right now? Well, in any case, that would give me Granadan accepted, inherit and gain cores. So I can do fucking accepted pops and cores over all of this. This is Central America. I get Salvadorian accepted. Oh, this is great. Amazon interior, maybe. Maybe it's because I don't have it. No, it says it could be a puppet of me, so it's not because of that. Because it's not a sphere. Manco Comunidade requires sociology, rev and counter rev, loads of shit. Canal must exist, and then I get Castilian as an accepted culture. I get unitary government, which is good. And Andean wars. So, which one is Castilian? Hispano-Andean. Castilian? Wait. Which one is that? Mexico. Un Gran Manco Comunidade. What is that? Is that actually Iberia? They are the Spanish mainland, but I already have them. I could do it Train Void, but it's not that big a deal at this point, because I don't really need to find out. Now, maybe this is... this could be either Iberia or something perhaps after a civil war, where I would lose them. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're looking very prematurely at all these things. These aren't really an issue yet. Spaghetti code? Maybe. Maybe it does seem that maybe the code of Spain right now is a little bit rough around the edges. I don't know. It's working so far though. I mean, nothing... A few weird janky things have happened, like the Quito War, maybe some of these decisions, but it's not as if there's anything actually game-breaking. The modern Reconquista. Alfonso XIII defeated the upstart Saadi Sultan Abu Abdallah in the Battle of Sawen in 1571, cultivating an obsession with the... Oh god, so much stuff to read. I will be calling it in about 20 minutes or half an hour. Despite having like half the stream being chatting, we have actually gotten through a lot of stuff and conquered a lot of America. So we have gotten through lots of content. I know this is about North Africa, so do we want to read all this? For the first time, I don't even really want to read this. This is about taking the Sus Amorit, I guess. It's about North Africa. Yeah, Train Boy, yeah. Right, very nice. Yeah, my cultures are Spanish, Catalan and Basque. Castilian, not Catalan, what the fuck am I saying? Spanish, Castilian and Basque. And the Portuguese are actually the Spanish pops. A little bit confusing. I don't have Portugalician as an accepted pop. And I do have Castilian. I have Basque even though I don't have all of the Basque people. It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Oh, I have to deal with the Apaches. Remember this shit from the fucking Cowboy King? Remember this shit? I'm getting the Apache raids myself. I'm getting news from the Viceroyalty of New Spain. We're getting attacked in the frontiers by Apache natives. It's good. It's really great that this works. Like, if you conquer Gran Colombia as Spain, you get informed of the Apache raids. I dealt with this when I was playing Plantagenet. I think, if I recall correctly, there is going to be some kind of race between me and Plantagenet over who gets the Apachuria region. There's a bit of a dispute there. It depends on whether Plantagenet prioritizes sending troops to the Apaches or to the Belgian Confederacy. And if they choose the Apaches, they get a big debuff against the Belgian Confederacy when that war happens. So, Plantagenet is no longer my natural ally, actually. Oh, they got it. They fucking got it. They're no longer my natural ally, they're actually a rival. I'm not going to sphere them. And I could expand into them. Maybe. If the Belgian Confederacy wins, that's a massive win for me. These days, Apache raids mean something completely different. Yeah, they do. Right, mill access. No attrition. No attrition. The Diplo points are the issue here. When I get Diplo points, I might justify on something, somewhere. Not sure what. India is a bit of a mess to take because it just has a lot of troops there. But I think taking India would make me go down the path of being too overpowered and blobby. I don't really want to take much of India. I'd rather take what this campaign's all about in the Americas. Abdication of King Christian III. It does make ideological some sort of sense, Wheaties, yeah, but... That's right, Hubertius, we've finally done it in one session. Well, we haven't, because there's still a lot to do to consolidate this. It's safe to say that it's a bit easier than TGC. Actually, I still want to go back to do it in TGC. I really actually do, because it's more of a challenge. You have to individually conquer so many different countries there in the vanilla world. I actually do want to revisit that sometime. Not in the zombie apocalypse though. Maybe I'll give that one a miss. Would it be possible for you to colonize Florida? I don't know. Probably not, because the life rating is 5 and it's taken by decision by other countries. Is there a possible island check in this campaign? Well, I have Caribbean islands and I have African islands, but there's nothing that really stands out as important or interesting. TGC was entertaining. Yeah, I will return to TGC. I definitely will revisit the mod. I've wanted to do the Brazil rework whenever that gets finished, but I haven't heard about that for a while. Yeah, time to build some ports. I will eventually get all this land cored. Then we will have a mad navy. The Haiti of Scandinavia? Yeah, might be a good place to take. Atlantia, the Atlantean War. Oh, no. They're still in my sphere. So, Amazonia wants to kill Atlantia, which became independent without me seeing a decision for it, I think. Favourite Atlantic island? I don't know. St. Helena, the one that Napoleon went to. A rock check when you look at the population of Gibraltar? No. Wait, I'm going to defend Atlantia against Amazonia. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because I was actually looking for a war. I was thinking I was about to fight Quito. But they disappointed. Is the Viceroyalty of New Spain able to build troops? Or are they stuck in the same issue as the TGC Viceroyalty? Is there going to be some kind of poll we can do? Can I just make a simple will I win the war, lads, please? Will I win the war against Amazoni? There is a possibility that they fully siege down Atlantia before I can do anything about it, hence winning the war. That might ruin everything. What happened to all your soldier pops? Well, you know, low literacy, they all died in the Colombian War. I lost my direct control of Mexico. You know, they just die. Lotharingia is fighting against Amazoni too. Oh, it's over. It's over. Did I become war leader? No, Atlantia still is. And we're just looking for status quo anyway. Okay. Okay. Atlantia is my sphere then, so I'm just going to defend them. Maybe there might be some kind of further interaction with them. I don't know. Oh, I barely even need to do anything here. Atlantia and Lotharingia will win that. Thanks for the alliance, Duchy of Teschen. That was exactly what I was looking for. An alliance with the Duchy of Teschen. And Bohemia. What do you mean, Hubertius? Are you talking about TGC or this? I feel like this is another botched bet because it's quite obvious what the result of this is going to be now. And people can still bet. I don't know. I'm seeing 70k betting on yes. People are just going for easy little wins, but... And people can still bet now. It's not fair. People can still bet. It's just free points. I'm not going to allow it. You missed what happened with the war with Quito, Carter, because it just instantly peaced out. Nothing happened. And we refunded the points. Oh, I don't know what you mean, Hubertius. I don't mind creating viceroyalties. Even if this month, the one in New Spain is glitched, they're still manageable because I'm just stronger. I don't know. The Viceroyalty has cores over all their own land. They have all of their own people accepted. All the main people anyway. The monopolization, oh the land crisis, oh shit. Tax efficiency minus 10, RG output 10, factory cost up, oh shit. Yeah, refund it, refund it. Despite recent depredations among the Spanish population, as well as substantial colonial migration in the days of the Empire, the lands of our nation have not wanted for lack of tenants, quite the opposite. Many communities can no longer acquire the land which they need to survive, dependent as they are upon a mostly rural lifestyle of farming and herding. A significant contributor to this problem is the vast amounts of lands held by the Catholic Church. Oh dear, here we go. Centuries of pious Spaniards willing their lands to the Church, as well as the Church's own efforts to consolidate holdings around its many monasteries, has led to the Church controlling an outsized percentage of land in Spain. Oh no. The Church obviously does not pay taxes, which means that our treasury is also left wanting. The matter is beginning to rise to national debate as liberals decry this ecclesiastical hoarding. And even pragmatic conservatives question if our arrangements... Yeah, that's the conservatives for you. And this is just giving me a very bad debuff. I wonder what we'll do about that. Okay, I've got an essay from Hubertius here. Oh god. What's this? Oh god, it's like reading another event. Here is what Spain player mentioned he did for Viceroyalty. Here is the area of New Spain. I think they have 2 million pops, so they can become a great power later down the line. Oh yeah, maybe. Fearing that they might become a great power, I reloaded before the event popped up and manually made smaller puppets. First of all, I love having the proper Viceroyalty for the LARP. Second of all, if they're ever on the verge of becoming a great power, I'm going to go in and remove their prestige. So, that's that non-issue, right? I mean, imagine going in and breaking it up into loads of stupid little puppets, like fucking Jalisco. Nah, look at the colour on the map. Look at the Viceroyalty. That's what it's all about. It's about the LARP. Yeah. Also, isn't it a little bit fucked that this is actually, I just realised, Quito, instead of the viceroyalty of whatever it is? Nueva Granada? That could actually be the issue with Quito. It's going to be stuck as Quito rather than a viceroyalty. So the LARP is a little bit broken there, unfortunately. The Spanish Armada still has something left in it. We've just beaten the Amazonian Navy. We contributed to the Atlantean War. Yeah, get fucked. Oh, nationalization of church land. Oh shit. I'm not going to do this because I'm sticking as reactionary as I can. There's no law that forbids the Spanish government from doing it. Yeah, but does that mean it's right? No. By seizing and then selling off the land to small landowners, we could cultivate the creation and growth of a Spanish middle class not confined to urban centres. Nah. Nah. No. No, we're not doing it. It is... Anyway, never. Not doing it. We're staying reactionary. Eat that, liberals. Oh. What was the peace term? Atlantia has decided to land of opportunity. That's different. That's not what that was. Status quo. Yeah, we just won. Atlantia was strong enough, and they are still my feeling, even though they have become independent and presidential republic and all that. So that was an interesting little operation, which the channel points have been refunded for. I got Apacheria in my Spain playthrough. Well, fuck that. I'm rage quitting. I wanted Apacheria. It's over. By the way, if anyone would like to subscribe to the channel to get access to amazing emotes such as Chudgun and Based, which you can use on any channel, including many of the great channels such as Tommy Kate and Bill Cohen, which share a large portion of viewership with me, then you can sub. Or, if you want to support the channel more directly with less of your cut going to a corporation like Amazon, then just directly donate using the Stream Elements link, which is the best way and is now correctly working. You can now actually do this. And just as I said that, Luminite popped up in the chat with 3 chud guns. I don't know, maybe it's just a sign. Alright, so agitation dies down. We're so back. I mean, my country, we have this terrible land crisis, but I'm still okay. Well, I'm not actually. The economy went through a little bit of shit, but I can just do that. Maratha Confederacy executes sailor. I can cut them down to size. No. They can stay as my feeling. Can you take some states of America in this war? Mate, get with the times. War ended. We won. Status quo. It was a status quo war anyway. We can't add on that. War's over. John Lennon wins again. War's over. So, admin efficiency will be a massive problem in my American states for a long time. Wait, no, they're colonies! Oh, wait. The Central American ones are states, because I gained them from Gran Colombia. But since that's actually a smaller proportion, that doesn't really affect my literacy or admin efficiency much. They're quite small. So, after medicine, I get industrial thought? No. Ideological thought. Ideological thought. Other than that, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Despite plans for world domination, I do need to just build up the country. No, I always favour getting ideological thought first, Train Void. You get a national focus, and you get a series of plurality events inventions, which give you a lot of research points directly as well. I'll do idealism after. Also, can I just restore the academia to get rid of this shitty naval tech tree? Better to just do that now rather than later. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it, we're restoring the academia. That tech tree I had was shit. -5, or -10, -5 to culture, not good. Like, I'm not interested in doing naval tax and commerce tax right now. I'm going to be teaching my friend how to play Victoria 2 on Saturday. Yeah, have fun with that. Have fun with that. You should build a canal. Well, that requires a lot of technologies that I'm very, very far away from. Plus, do I even really need the canal that urgently? No. Everything that I need to do can be done at the Atlantic level and the Caribbean level. It's fine. Fuck knows how the Spanish were able to take the Philippines and make such a Pacific empire before the canal and all that. It's actually crazy to me that the Spanish were able to take over the Philippines in the 1500s and 1600s. I don't know, I mean, everywhere else at this time, up until later, was based around just trading posts in small places, but the Spanish apparently took over the entire Philippines. I don't know how. I need to learn about that. Does anyone know what went on there? It was really early, compared to everyone else's land grabs. There wasn't a coherent government in the Philippines at the time. Same thing they did to Mexico.
Skill issue.
Was it though?
String elements works, finally.
Yes, Natsteak! Natsteak has been someone who's been trying to donate for ages with it not working. And that's it. Thanks for the £1.76. Thank you so much. Missionaries, outposts, allying, co-opting native elites. It was nominal for a long time. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, makes sense. Existed as a place to trade with China, but Jesus Christ, the amount of time it takes to get a ship from Spain to the Philippines, it still can't. I know what happened. I've got an idea. I know, but it's just mad to me how they were able to create an empire over such a long distance. It takes months for a ship to go from Spain to, say, the Philippines, and yet they ruled it. How the fuck do you do that? I know how they did it, but at the same time I still wonder, how the fuck did they do it? Oh, Nagasaki! Of course, I forget I still have this bit in Japan. Peru and Mexico had the same story. Well, I know the stories of Peru and Mexico, and the thing about them is that the so-called conquests were just weird, coincidental series of events done by very, very small groups of Spanish men. Couple hundred at times. 1,000, 2,000 at the most. And they just went in and just blundered their way through conquering an entire fucking empire and getting lucky by disease and the fact that both of these empires at the time, the Aztecs and the Incas, had recently come to power through civil wars and had native smaller factions that hated them, and they were able to take advantage of that. It was mental. Absolutely fucking mental. Is there a crazier event in history done by some group of people? I don't know. And we were going to do ideological thought. The Philippine conquest started in 1568. Jesus Christ, 1568. When you talk about European colonialism, your mind goes to the 19th century, the early 20th century, but they were doing this shit in 1568. It's medieval. And now, 500 years later, the Philippines just has, you know, it's a bunch of people who speak Philippine native languages, they're Philippine people, yet they just have Spanish names for no reason. Well, that's the reason. And maybe there's still quite a lot of Catholics left as well. Oh, Conquest of Bjorn? Oh shit. Well, that's a threat. Portuguese Goa was founded in 1505. Canonization of Father Francisco Garupe. It was mental. La Noche Triste. Yeah. Yeah, friendly fire. Plot armor is a good way to put it. Pizarro and fucking Cortez had plot armor. What? Like, what? Like, Pizarro arrives somewhere on the coast of modern day Peru. They set up a little encampment, and the Inca Empire comes down the mountains to meet them. They take the guy hostage, demand all their gold, and kill him anyway, and then take over the empire. How do you just go and do that? Modern people have to sit in an office fucking 9 hours a day, whereas back in these days people could just sail down here, set up a wee camp on a coastline, and get unlimited gold, native bitches, and take over an empire. What happened in the intervening time? They just recently found some of the gold the Spanish lost in the lakes around Tenochtitlan. Wow. Wow. I've heard that they've recently found a lot of massive fucking native cities somewhere in Ecuador or Peru, haven't they? That was very recent, like a week or two ago I read that. That's actually huge news for this sort of topic. There was some big thing about the history here where they were looking for some lost city, maybe one of the last vestiges of the Inca Empire. Could that be? Could they have found it now? That could be what they found. There was some state that was formed, some remnant. Crazy history here. I mean, you look at European history, it's pretty simple, you know. Baron Puppenfarten takes over Countess von Rzeczpospolita-Lwowski, and they fight a war for 30 years. But the history in the New World of the Conquistadors, that's another thing. Yeah. No, the Incas had also recently come to power through a big civil war. The Aztecs may have been oppressors and may have been hated. But despite the fact that the Incas have recently come to power, they did put up massive fucking resistance. There was huge battles took place. I mean, the Conquistadors, Pizarro came in and had a quick, early, rapid conquest. But then there were huge Quechua responses. They formed, you know, groups to do something about it later. It was very different from the Aztec. I read a book about it a couple of years ago. I mean, there was a massive battle of Cusco. The Incas were putting together armies of tens of thousands. Different from what happened to the Aztecs. And there were even, another thing I remember from the book is that there were fucking, even rival groups of conquistadors had battles against each other at this time. In Ecuador and Peru. Rival groups of conquistadors still fought each other. And still, it's just fucking, I can't tell you how mental it is. Just cannot believe it. No other time in history just baffles my mind as much as the conquistadors, the Spanish conquests and all this. As you can tell from the fact I've been ranting about it for a long time now. But we also have to talk about the canonization of Father Francisco Garupe at some point. Pizarro got murdered as part of the power struggle. Yeah, exactly. Is there a book you're talking about? It's called The Conquest of the Incas. Cannot remember the author. It's simply a book about the history of the Spanish conquest of Peru right up until Peru becoming independent. Or it goes right through a lot of the further history of Peru after it became a viceroyalty for a while, but it's mainly focused on the actual conquest. It talks about how later on it was just, you know, the colonial governors just used the natives to fucking mine the gold. Just use them, essentially slave labor, to get that gold out, and how the Spanish crown actually came in and tried to do something to improve the natives against the colonial governors who were setting up oppressive systems, and then that actually is what led more to independence and stuff like that. It's mental. I don't have the best recollection of exactly the details, but I've got an overview that I can talk about. Anyway. Latin American history. Yeah, and then the later history of the independence wars is also interesting. So, what did this guy do? He's a Jesuit priest who helped spread Catholicism to Japan. Oh, we're talking about Japan now. We're doing our little Nagasaki treaty port. Rumored to have been executed by the Shimabara daimyo Arima Yukinaga. Garupe infiltrated the Shimabara to investigate. He found a samurai. This is some last samurai shite going on here. Found a secret Christian. Yeah, fascinating story. But after talking about history for so long, I didn't quite have the energy to read it. No offense. But I will be wrapping up the stream quite soon. I did warn people in advance that there would be a long intro and a lot more talking in this one. But we also did have perfectly fine gameplay. Does John Hemming sound familiar? No, I don't think he was the author. Do you want me to go down? I'm going to go down and get the book. Hold on. How about now? Can you hear me? You probably can hear me, but it might sound weird or something, because I have changed the input to directly my microphone rather than the actual software. I'll just go with that. What the fuck? How does it sound? Sounds normal. It'll do. Apparently, have you not heard me since I got back from getting the book? At all? Because I just talked for like 10, well, not 10 minutes. That's really annoying. Just right, you know, you will know the book. You will know the book. Did you hear me say? Okay, yes, it was John Hemming. I went down. I got the book. I guess when I got back, I nudged my microphone or something. Yeah, I know. Just the Stream Elements, no, the Stream fucking Labs software just lost my microphone. It was plugged in. I don't know. But I came back to say that the book was John Hemming. Yes, Conquest of the Incas by John Hemming. I just came back to recommend the book. And if you ever do read the book, let me know what you think. So that's that. We got that, and I was also coming back to say that I paused and I took the save. I'll call the stream here, although I will chat a little bit longer. I also said, with my mic muted, something about, I hope you found the balance between me blabbering on, and the actual gameplay to be satisfying. And as much as this is meant to be a Victoria 2 stream, it is also single player rather than multiplayer, so I do blabber on to talk to chat a lot. That's the gist of everything I said while fucking my microphone was off. I did start to get a little bit suspicious that no one was replying to anything I said when that was happening. And then someone did point out, no microphone, and then I looked, and lo and behold, the microphone was not happening. Anyway, that's the gist of everything I said there. That's the book. That's me talking about the stream. That's the stream wrapping up very soon. Anything else on anyone's mind? So annoying. Audio issues are the absolute bane of my existence. They've been, ever since this microphone, the fucking Blue Snowball, I got it like 3-4 years ago, and I've been spending those 3-4 years trying to configure exactly the right settings to get it to sound good. Thoughts on Subway the sandwich chain? I like to get a Subway now and again. Yeah, good. Would you rather live in DM England or Scandinavian Scotland? I don't know enough about what life in them would actually be like to answer. Do you guys have Taco Bell in Scotland yet? Unfortunately, I have seen them. Yeah. Thanks, Hubertius, yeah. Oh well. Yeah, Taco Bell can fuck off. I don't want this Americanization. I know Subway's also American, but I don't know. They just feel like a norm. You just go in and get a sandwich, but Taco Bell is something specifically. It's so American. No, I don't have any plans, Sandman. Do you want to arrange one? And what is it with this Mexican or American food, these tacos, all this shit? From what I gather, all this crazy food just gives you diarrhea, but everyone rants and raves about it as if it's the best thing. Why would people go and willingly just eat that and have that? Why do people love it so much? Yeah. Isn't it like, it's very American, but it's pseudo-Mexican because it's, well, all these foods are named Spanish names, but they're not really Mexican. Right, is that the situation? People love to go and eat food which causes them active pain and then gives them diarrhea. Why do people like that so much? Why do people like to eat pain? I never really got spicy food. Why do you want to just go and cause insufferable amounts of pain in your mouth and throat and then fucking have explosive diarrhea afterwards? What's the actual attraction to that? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe one day I'll have that I get it now moment after projectile shitting and having crippling pain in my throat. I don't know. Maybe there's just something I don't get, you know. Problem with sinuses, so spicy food. Well, if you've got a medical condition which specifically can be helped by spicy food, go for it. I didn't say that you can do that. I've had problems with my sinuses as well, but I've also had medication that worked and fixed it that wasn't spicy. So no, I don't know. Munchie box. Americanized Mexican food obviously isn't good in its own right. Anyway, I don't know. Frankly, the talk about the history of the Inca Empire and the Aztec Empire was more interesting than American food. Something else that we've gotten a bit in Scotland is not American, but Canadian. We've gotten Tim Hortons. Does anyone know that? Is that also down in America? Or is it really just Canadian? How widespread is Tim Hortons down south of that border? We can talk about food again. Talk about food outlets. We do, yeah. Nat Steak as a Canadian finds this really funny, but we have it. I've been. It was decent. Curious how many adolescent minds get their views of colonialism from Swedish game devs and not books. I suppose. I mean, maybe I got introduced to it by, say, Swedish devs and Paradox games, but I really read up, and as you can see, The Conquest of the Incas by John Hemming. Read that, and you'll know what I mean. I'm taking pills for that, but it helps only the time of taking after symptoms, getting back, basically winter and autumn pain to live through. I think your sinus problems may be worse than anything I've ever had by the sounds of it, so yeah. There's 6 in Glasgow. There's 6 Tim Hortons in Glasgow. Fucking hell, it is really widespread. Not a single one in Edinburgh. Yeah, that's because they wanted to expand into Scotland, not England. Am I right? Anyway, we are wrapping up the stream, so to recap, I'm back in the grind. I'm streaming, I'm editing. I'm going to really make a crack at getting Bavaria Part 17 edited tomorrow. I'm also going to start building my PC tomorrow, and my last little tiny component will arrive, which is the thermal paste wipes to repaste my current bad boy here, which really needs a repasting, which will hopefully give it a new lease of life, as well as my new PC existing. And yes, what else is there? There's also great things to look forward to in 2024, like more OpenVic updates, and then probably something playable later in the year. And there's also great updates for new games such as Gilded Destiny, Age of Civilization. Which one is it? Age of History 3. How long till you have to put on new paste? Well, they say it's like when you, it's replace your thermal paste every 3 or so years on your CPU. That's the figure that I've seen on average. And I can tell you my current PC really, really needs it. Isn't rubbing alcohol okay to remove thermal paste? Yeah. The thing is though, there could be issues with what you use to apply the rubbing alcohol, like a cloth with fibres and lint and stuff. Probably best not to. Use something that doesn't leave behind anything, I think. But I'm just getting dedicated wipes for it, since for me it's a business expense anyway. So just buying something to do with building my PC can just be a business expense, so I might as well just pay something. It's like £7 for a pack of wipes. Yeah, Fred. Yeah, maybe. That's how I felt when I really read up on that about my current PC. But it makes complete sense with the CPU lag errors I've been having. Yeah, you can never go wrong with a product that is specifically designed to carry out the thing you want to do, rather than putting together something ad hoc. And I think for something as important as a really expensive PC, you might as well not. If you're buying a ridiculously expensive component, you might as well also make sure that the things you buy to help it are also the right thing, rather than trying to save on them. Yeah. Is it possible to repaste a laptop as well? Because my laptop is also kind of shite and slowing down a bit. Might be able to give it a new lease of life as well if I can get in there. Is there a rough estimate on how many parts the whole Bavaria series will be? I can't give you that. I can't really. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be as long as, if not longer than the Venice series, I guess. You have to put things together properly. It's like opening an onion. Is it going to make you cry as much as opening an onion? Quite probably, yeah. If anyone has any last minute subs and donations, before I go, you're very welcome to give them. I'm back on the grinding stream, but the grind of streams. I don't have any plans to do the next Lethal Company or Open TTD or something. I don't know what I'm doing next. Except for a discussion stream, actually. Talk about Gilded Destiny, Age of History 3, and I don't know, maybe a bit of Victoria 3. Maybe not though.
Good grief.
Funny number.
It's more difficult, yeah. 69 bits, thank you Doomlord. Something else I was going to do was take another save. Because I changed my clergyman focus just after I already took a save. PC overview video Spud needs to slop. Well, I'm just, at best I'm going to take photos of the process. I think something that would be really funny is to take a photo at each step of the building, but have the Spud gun object of my PFP in the photo each time somehow in a different location. That would be funny. Hide it, yeah. But yeah, I guess I need to reconvene a Lethal Company squad and talk to Piechucker about what we're going to do in terms of a new game like Skyrim co-op or something that we want to do. And who knows, I might also substitute in a Victoria 2 multiplayer game and stream that, I don't know. Dip my toes back into multiplayer streaming a little bit, once or twice. What did I lose? Woven, you lost your mind. What happened to Worms? Worms was really fun. We just never got around to playing it again. And it doesn't do great numbers in terms of views, but it was really, really fun, and sure, we should probably do it again, yeah. But Worms definitely got overtaken by Lethal Company in terms of the main variety game. Morrowind MP. Morrowind co-op or Skyrim co-op? I mean, I would probably get a lot more out of Morrowind since I've never played it before. It would be completely new and fresh to me, which would probably make it more entertaining for everyone and to watch. But Skyrim is tried and tested, well known. Oh really? If you say that, 37 gay rats, maybe it is the one. Main Pie Trucker. Open Morrowind, right? Open MW. Bannerlord. A Bannerlord stream would be a great idea as something to test my new PC when it's built and up and running. Because it's a pretty modern game, has really good graphics options, and my current PC can barely handle it anymore with its current sluggishness. So Bannerlord would be a good option, and probably Persistent Empires. But yeah, Bannerlord would be the first good showcase of my new PC, I guess. What do you want me to do? Play Victoria 2 with my new PC? Also another bit of news that me and Pychucker could talk about a little bit in discussion stream is Prison Architect 2 coming. That's been suddenly announced out of nowhere. And they're changing it to 3D. They've gotten rid of the 2D style and put it in 3D. Which is a little bit bold and controversial. Because people loved that classic. And City Skylines 2, yeah, well. I thought City Skylines 2 was on its way up. I thought it had gotten its recent reviews back up to mostly positive, but they're still at mixed. We went back down to mixed. That game still seems a little bit... I don't know. If they don't get their act together and fix that game soon... Fucking hell, I mean, jeez, come on, you know? Fix it. I was really looking forward to City Skylines 2, then there was a whole disaster at launch, optimization. It's put me off it. But I might go into it with my new PC, we'll see, I don't know. And obviously Prison Architect 2 also. I'm wondering how Paradox can possibly fuck up Prison Architect 2. It is a published game, not developed by them, remember. But, I don't know. I want to talk about that a bit in the discussion stream though, because I really loved Prison Architect 1. Got a lot of fun out of that game many years ago. Anyway, if you do have any last minute subs and donations and bits, but I really am calling it now in mere moments. If you haven't watched my latest Victoria 2 video, go and check it. You might have not been recommended it on the algorithm. Just go to my channel and check the latest video. The sampling option, CWE. Maybe share it, maybe that'll happen with Prison Architect 2, but I don't know. What reason would they bloody well have to force Prison Architect 2 of all things to come out prematurely? I mean, no one had any idea it was coming, I didn't see any talk of it, and then they've suddenly announced it out of nowhere. Like, why? The theory that I've seen pushed forward a lot with a lot of other games of them is because, say Paradox have had a couple of bad quarters, they're not making as much money, they want to get a big bit of cash boost, then they urge someone to put out a game too early. People have said that's what happened with Vic 3 and City Skylines 2, but I don't know for sure. That's a theory that makes sense. I don't know. I just fucking Prison Architect 2, how can you fuck it up? Just put it out. Have a good release for once, come on. I'm hoping for it, I'm genuinely hoping for it. I'm interested. I want that game to be good. I love Prison Architect 1. Come on. Will it happen? But knowing Paradox, will they find a way to fuck it up? That's what we'll be talking about soon. Anyway. That was 3 hours and 49 minutes of me blabbering on and on and on. You know, pouring my heart and soul into talking to random names in a chat over a fucking alt history map of the 19th century. But that's what we're here for, isn't it? Yeah, on that round of applause, thanks so much everyone for watching. Thanks for the bits, the subs, the donations which are now finally working, praise the Lord for that. And thanks for the moderation. Thank you everyone, bye!